「ビルの谷を Tell me why this piece of crap Corey goes. Y'all took a random 2-week break and won't even give us Mark for the next straight. Like, what do you?
Why would we?
Why would we?
Why is that a requirement?
Why would anybody in the world?
What was that? Ares?
Ares.
Ares? I don't know how to say that. I don't know how to pronounce that. I saw it was just like, I saw your recommendation, VG, about Claymore. I'm like, whoa. I want credit for that. Yes, the anime diverts from the manga. That ending, it's trash. It's a whole big thing. That's the lead up to a whole nother thing in the manga. So read the manga. The manga has one of my favorite endings in any manga. It's fantastic. But that part, Yeah, don't even worry about that anime ended. Don't even worry about that.
Gimmick, there was no scam last week because there was no stream.
How is that? You've lost nothing.
Man,
Nothing is lost.
Man, can you guys see?
Where's the scam?
Dutch says, 1 year Mark ban after Mark month besides his Demon Slayer video.
I'm forgetting everything.
Well, he
I
was-
got the drink.
Yeah, he's
R. Ares1 says, I see you're finally doing the correct why video game aren't fun anymore. Don't worry. Puts hand on shoulder, smiles gently, I forgive you.
Yeah, we're finally doing the correct one. The reason we're doing the video game one is we did a video game one before, but it was the wrong one from the one that we wanted to do. So we're just doing it now. We picked a short video, the Demon Slayer or the Naruto, whatever it was. And then we were like, hey, there's that video game one. Let's just throw that one in too. Man, could you guys take another break? Last Saturday was my most productive Saturday ever. Plus, I was able to get much needed rest for the work week. Hey, how about don't be here?
Yeah, you're not forced to be here. You can do that every week. You can be like, oh man, this 2-3 hours is freed up.
Yeah, Saturday won the jackpot. It was almost 100K. It was something like 98K. We should really start talking about the next auction stream too.
Nami the Goat says, can we get a little demon time with a side of salad saying?
Shut up. Not only are we not taking a break next week, we're doing another stream on Monday.
Doing extra.
So suck on it. I hope you weren't planning anything for Memorial Day, cause that's donezo.
Oh yeah, that's a big old chunky wonky DSP stream. Don't know what it's gonna be, but it's gonna be fun because it's Phil.
Yep. Hey, sup bums, don't give them any ideas. Demon Slayer season 3 OP pretty much slaps, even though I don't like Demon Slayer.
I've
the music
not
is good.
seen it.
I was playing it earlier.
I should have checked it out. But, who cares?
Isaiah the Chat is here. Was recently playing Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate on my Switch, hunting a giant spider who wears other monsters' hides as armor. Can't spell his name. Now I'm here. You should go back to that because that sounds awesome. Sup, you bums? Let's go Gintama music. Let's get some Icon for Howard Higher in this playlist. I would absolutely do it if I wasn't worried about copyright stuff.
It seems like because they're very independent, and I feel like they would just go, no, thank you. Very good band though, love them, love them. They had some really good. They had a really good performance as well.
Oh yeah, I never even asked you about that.
Yeah.
Anybody else recognizable there, or was it just mostly local people?
Mostly local stuff, but they were good. They were good.
Like I said, I watched the Aces and something when they were here because they were a local band. I was like, okay, that's good, man.
Yeah. Played a couple of my favorite songs, and I'm like, that's all I wanted.
But again, it sucks because
it's that balance of you gotta play the hits,
yes,
but you also want them to go a little bit deeper. But if I'm not hearing Iodine, I'm walking out salty.
but at the same time, anybody that's seen a band
MF
multiple
Curio 4
times
says,
just
is this video game video is going to talk about the wokeness topic?
doubt
I can't
it.
wait that he is going
so.
to talk about.
Doubt it.
But yeah, I've seen Story of the Year 3 times, and all 3 times they have to play Until the Day I Die, which is their biggest song. Yeah. But you go, Gorillaz I've seen 3 times. They've hit the Clint Eastwood, the Feel Good Inc., Melancholy Hill, which is like, of course they have to do those. You know.
I've seen the set list for like Dance Gavin Dance concerts. It's always Lemon Meringue, Pie, or Tie. There's always like the same 3 or 4 songs, and it's just like, can we? I understand, but you have like 8 albums.
I saw Story of the Year. And they did a little rooftop acoustic boy for VIP people. And they played a song, and then later that night, they played the same song. I'm like, give me something from Wolves.
I love this ending theme. I played the K-On! Ending theme. Is K-On! Good?
K-On! was probably like my first or second
Nami
Slice
the Goat
of Life
says,
show.
I'm rewatching Demon Slayer and episode 19 isn't as crazy as I remembered it years ago.
No, because it's propped up by those last 3 minutes or whatever. Yeah. That little area of gifable stuff.
But yeah, K-On! It was one of my first, and I was just like, Where's the music? Because it was like 4. I think their first concert was like episode 5 or 6. I'm like, this is a show about music. Where's the music? Just being dumb little, hey, the thing. And once I got past it's not just about music, it's about these characters. Then I was just like, okay, K-On! Is pretty good.
I'm ready to hear about video games being too woke and Demon Slayer being the same but different than every show.
All right. See y'all next week. Shove off. That's it. We're here.
K-On! Has beautiful animation, but it is mostly cutesy girls doing cutesy things. Some songs are good too.
The archetypical cute girls doing cute things that I think of when I think of that thing.
I can't wait for the look at it argument. Hiya, guys. But have you seen the thematic beauty of episode 19 animation, episode 19 mid? Fate did it better. What's your favorite video games? We're not going to answer that
MF
we're already late.
DS fans are complaining about the CGI in Season 3, and they said UFO Table are ruining a flawless masterpiece.
Good.
Yeah, and that's it. That's where it is.
That's all y'all
They're
deserve.
showing their hand.
That's what y'all deserve. It's the same thing as when One Piece has a 6 out of 10 episode and they're like, well, where's the animation? What's going on? It's like, if you give constant quality, people come to expect that. If you dip down a little bit, people are like, what's going on? Mm-hmm. And that's the problem with just simply look at it, because you can't keep that quality while 2 people are talking. So it's just going to be like, oh, this is just animation.
Characters.
So yeah.
And it's not enough.
That whole thing. Good. Y'all getting what you deserve.
No, they're going to get what they deserve over the
Master
next 2
Jinx
years.
says, K-On! Is a 9 out of 10, fight me.
There you go.
I'm not going to argue about that. I will argue about who's the best one, because there's an obvious best one. We're going to leave that at that to avoid any kind of wars.
I listened to your recommendation of Slash Out BG and put in DA and watched Claymore. It was very good, but the ending was just nonsense. I got to read the manga to see how the story actually is.
Complete trash.
Everybody ready for some Salad Saiyan? Okay, here's the thing. We've gotten the better Salad Saiyan. So why are y'all still asking for Salad Saiyan?
People like to go to the nice, safe, comfortable thing.
Yeah.
Sometimes you want a steak. Sometimes you want a bowl of cereal.
Black Rover, that's copyright. It's a cover. And we basically caught up now to where we started the stream. What's up? How dare y'all scam us?
Hey, who said that? Train? Who said that about Claymore?
Demon Slayer fans attacking animators on Twitter for messing up a 10 out of 10 anime. MF Curry04 says, Daw, since you watched Khan, did you watch Boki the Rock already?
No, I haven't.
It's really good slice of life anime from where I am at.
I'm going to.
I have it in my mangas already.
One True King, you about to get it, because that manga ending was flames.
Right,
Neo Arcadia says, Goku G23 is an actual downgrade from Salad Saiyan, let's not pretend. Fighting Gimmick says,
in one way or the other.
There is less bad CGI compared to much more abhorrent 2D art styles and animations, period.
Yeah, absolutely. No name shout outs because I'd legitimately be here till like 3:10 now. First thing in the chat that we will do it first.
Yeah, boy.
You know how we do this. Yeah, Goku T23 is a thematic perfection. If you don't get it, it's okay to be confused. It's okay to be confused.
My favorite.
That said it. Video games first. Last of Us 21 is the true Lord and Savior of what ifs.
Legitimately, he should not be as over as he is for that performance.
Just legit, dude. Why is he so over? The first thing we should do is come. If the first thing you do is come, you are a lonely person. And apparently that's what we are. Never forget.
We're also both somehow homosexuals, and we're in need of going to get girls, according to Triggered, for some reason.
Y'all, that stream was bad.
Oh boy, you're defending gay people? What are you, gay? Oh wow. Oh, Triggered.
You know, I completely forgot to add the sound clip of It's Okay to Be Confused. That's my fault. Yeah.
Nightfall says,
Don't watch that stream.
"Oh god,
y'all.
here goes another one of these bums that supposedly explain why Demon Slayer is good. AKA gets praised for basic bitch things."
It's not only that it's good, it's doing things better than other
Are
things.
video games still fun?
Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, play on scene enter. That's why I have it checked. Let me make sure that one's unchecked too. Yep. All right. First thing we're doing is why are video games
Nami
no
the
longer
Goat says,
fun by
"The
Jackus?
One Piece and Demon Slayer fans were fighting over whose animation is better. What happened to the community?"
Stop! Don't fight over the.
I
Animation.
don't give a shit about animation.
Because all it is just look at it. What more can you say?
Oh
other than
wow!
look
You
at it?
threw more money at it. You hired more artists for it. You got a great director for it. What does that mean to the story? It's so frustrating. Why is anybody arguing over what animation is better? How could you possibly care? Oh, mine is slightly better. Okay, does that make your show better? If your show is a 9.5 animation and mine is a 9.7, is my show the winner? It's frustrating. Why video games are no longer fun by Jackus?
Jackus today tries to answer the question of
Dutch
why
says,
video games aren't
"Monster
fun
looks
anymore.
like shit compared to Demon Slayer. It doesn't mean shit."
I see I'm gonna have to take TTF. They've
Fighting
been
Phoenix
without
says,
it for too long.
"I think it's only centering around the topic of the animation and not really around the overall
Hi
story."
guys, and welcome back. I got stuff to say.
Yeah, it's definitely about the look of things because that's what anime. The reason to watch anime is because you want the animation, the music, the accompaniment to the story.
But how many people go further than simply look at it? How many people are talking about like the composition or the frames or the colors or whatever they can talk about?
Cal, I am already on it because y'all have clearly missed us. So we're gonna
Ice Phoenix says,
we're gonna do this.
"Overwatch porn has 10 out of 10 animation."
There's quite a few people that have been hired by
Hi Zalvonic
companies for
says,
that.
"I finished Metroid Fusion and Zero Mission and I had a lot of fun, so yes, they're still funny."
Yeah, it's. I don't see what the argument could be other than yes, they are.
I think I usually do 120.
That seems like a little long.
2 minutes?
Yeah, cut it down a little bit.
Jesus
This is
Christ.
the first one in a while. Give it 30 seconds.
Dude, we can't get past the description because they're going back to back
but
to
they're
back.
gotten it out of their system. Give it 30 seconds. We'll see how they act, and then we can pull it up and put it down.
Unbelievable. 30 seconds. He babying y'all.
Configuration updated successfully.
What was the experience with the Street Fighter 6 beta? I did not play it.
You didn't? It was free.
No, I know. I just forgot because I'm trying to get past B3. That's my goal right now.
I think the demo's still available.
I just saw a Dawson combo.
Oh, where he's full screen and then, yeah.
I'm like, so just like, what are we banning him? What are we taking him out of the game? What are we doing here? What's the hitbox on that? Can you like throw out a punch and counter the foot, or the foot just eating everything? What are we doing? What about Hadouken? Is that going over, under? What are we doing? Yeah, that seems like it's gonna be annoying.
I only played a little bit of the demo, but it's very fun. I never played the online beta, unfortunately. I think I started it up and just never started it.
DeTrex 525 says, "I remember 3D dynamics and simulations got a huge boost to the dedicated 3D porn artists for Elizabeth Comstock."
Oh yeah, dude. That's when it started. That was the damn breaking. Also, poor Max says he can't play Ken no more. Description.
On why video games aren't fun anymore. After Jace Lat moved on from doing videos like a tribute to Minecraft, I thought I could do a video essay on the same vein as the previously mentioned videos. Video games over the years have seemed to become more boring than they used to.
And description.
And that's it. So we will see what was good about the previous video games, what it is lacking in this 6-minute video. That's a lot of stuff to go over. Plus, you have to go over your experiences as well. Oh, we got timestamps. Fantastic.
How do you timestamp a 6-minute video?
I'll tell you how. 0 to 146 is the intro.
Okay.
What is fun?
Okay.
Nostalgia.
Ice Phoenix says, "You guys like South Park? It's my favorite comedy."
Yeah, I love South Park. I just finished catching up on all the episodes recently.
I definitely need to go back and catch up. The Forest and Conclusion. That is it.
Okay. Trying to define fun is a weird take, but I guess he's trying to define what he sees as fun. So if video games are no longer the thing he sees as fun, they are no longer fun. This is unrelated, but I recommend the Xenoblade games. Each game has very good combat and has a decent quality of open world exploration. Mike is very into the Xenoblade games and has recommended them several times to us. I have tried them, and they are not for me.
I've played the first one, which I love. I played the remake of the first one, which I love, and I need to go to 2 and 3. I'm going to play them. I really, really like them.
Yeah, the definition of fun is really broad. So I'm interested to see where he goes with it.
Are video games still fun?
Yes.
Yes. But you ain't got no time for this. You ain't gonna go. You legitimately 10 seconds on just piano. What are you doing?
That was a 13-second intro, which was just the title.
You ain't got time for
Imagine
this.
So extrapolate this on a movie. Just add 10 times this. You're spending 130 seconds legitimately just on the credits.
Don't mean that in the sense of like, is GTA 5 a fun game? It objectively is.
Nami the Goat says, "I bought that earthy drink because y'all and Mark SMH."
Why?
Why?
It's so expensive.
It's so disgusting.
Going in as Trevor and going on a rampage going on a rampage still gives me a small rush of serotonin. But now the game's been out for 7 years, and a rampage just isn't as fun as it used to be, and I Alt F4 and go back to do something else. That's where I think the main problem is. Not as fun as it used to be.
Pause. Okay, explain why it's not as fun as it used to be.
Because if you keep imbibing something, the serotonin release is going to be less. Like if you love chocolate, if you keep eating chocolate, you're not going to get the same feeling from eating chocolate when you've had your 13th piece in 10 days over your 3rd piece in 2 months. So if you're playing GTA 5, let's just say once a week, let's just say a collective 15 hours a month. That is a lot of time to be playing a video game. So yes, it will not be as fun as it used to be. Yeah, I would assume he meant dopamine, but I'm just following his words.
How do you objectively quantify fun? They just moved on.
One of my best friends told me on Discord the other day that he was taking a break from Discord and his PC as
nothing serious, but I'm going to take a little, as much as I can, break from PC because getting really bored. So if I don't join call or anything, that's why. But I'll probably be online for some school stuff. Yeah, just letting y'all know.
I mean, so people need to take a step back.
Yeah. There are times where you're playing a mobile game and you're just like, okay, I've had enough of this game for a while. I'm going to stop playing it for a while. I do that constantly. I'll play a game, I'll be really heavy into it for like 3 weeks, and then I'll be like, okay, this mobile game is over. I did that with Street Fighter. I may go back to Street Fighter, the mobile game. I may never go back to it.
Yeah, burnout. Burnout is just basically what it is.
Yeah.
he found it boring and wouldn't be online as much. At first I was wondering what he meant. Then I started to think about what he said, and I ended up agreeing. Let me give you an idea.
Why didn't you ask them what they meant instead of interpreting what they meant?
Things are getting boring. Okay, what things? Because it just seems like the concept of nebulously being online is boring to them, so they're taking a step back from PC. So are you saying being online in general is boring to you now?
Idea of what he meant. how often have you finished school or work and you go and sit by your PC or console and were so ready to have some fun, and then you just sit there for hours waiting for something to happen? You have games to...
I don't remember the last... I don't think that has happened. There's been times where I'm just like, do I want to play some Smash? No, I don't want to. And I just won't. Or I'll be like, yeah, I won't play Smash. I'll play something else.
It feels like they're getting so tired from work. They just kind of don't want to do anything. They just kind of want to lounge around. That's more of a work issue than a... I can't get myself... Because even as a kid, when I had all the time in the world, when I had all the energy in the world, I sometimes look at my collections of games and go, I don't want to play anything here. It doesn't mean I didn't find the games as fun. I'm just currently not in the mood to play the game. So if you're coming off work and just like, I gotta force myself to play a game to unwind, of course it's not gonna be fun.
Play. And they're good games. They're just not fun anymore.
Okay, you need to establish why it's not fun instead of just, for the third time, just going, it ain't fun.
I sit here most days looking at my desktop with hundreds of games on it, and I spend most of my time just on Chrome, watching Netflix or YouTube. And I don't know why. I want to play these games, and sometimes I even open them, but I never make it further than an hour before I get bored and go back to endlessly scrolling on TikTok. So, I've been rambling about things not being fun.
Yeah, it legitimately just sounds like burnout.
Yeah, or depression.
Or depression. Or your hobby has moved from video games to like TV shows.
Yeah. Or it's just a lot of different choices. Because I've got a bunch of downloaded TV shows and stuff. I'm like, oh, there's so many of them. Let me just watch DSP again. I just won't.
Dude, I started watching Barry like 3 years ago. And I'm like,
MF304 says, I played Blue Archive. I find it really fun and it has a really good story and have good gameplay as well.
No, you didn't.
No, you're not having fun. You're a liar.
Yeah, they're just that's not a fun game anymore.
But I was like, oh, season 1 was really good, and I watched the first episode of season 2. And I was like, okay, I'll come back to Barry, and then I didn't, and now I just have it on my iPad. I mean, not my iPad, but my tablet when I go to work, and I'm like, all right, I'll just watch it on the way, and now I'm caught up with Barry.
He's just grown out of games, yeah.
You are fucking lying!
Well, somebody's lying about something.
So, what is fun?
Okay, I'm gonna pause this.
So much time.
I'm gonna pause this. Only one of these games is fun to me. So, am I having fun if I play like of what's shown? So you have such a wide breadth of what's fun to someone. And of course, it's gonna come down to whoever you are as an individual. Because it seems like you picked 4 games you've had fun with, but I only find one of these really.
Fun is a very subjective term. Ask 50 people what they find fun, and you'll get 50 different answers. One may say roller coaster.
Objective stuff, which is...
Oh, shit! Another may say getting pegged in the arse. It's very subjective, but I'll throw my 2 cents in, because this is my YouTube channel, and my opinion is the only opinion that truly matters around here. Something is fun when you want to relive the moment again.
No, that's not so.
Wait,
that's nostalgia.
Yeah,
because if you play a brand new video game,
you can't be in the moment going, I can't wait to relive this moment.
That's crazy. So are you not having fun with a new, when you watch, okay, are you not having fun? You can't even. There's like 9 analogies going through my head. I'm just kind of trying to pick one. If you and your friends pick up a brand new board game, are you not having fun Because it's not something you're reliving. Or is it the experience of playing board games when you were younger that you're trying to relive? Is the experience you felt when you were a kid is what you're trying to relive?
This is one of the definitions. It's like the 12th or 13th down where you go, yeah, I guess.
When you go to Oxford or Dictionary.com, it's just like, scroll. This supports me.
I guess this is a ball. I guess it qualifies as a ball, a spherical object that may or may not be eaten. I guess. So balls are no longer to be played with based upon this definition.
This can be in the form of nostalgia or just going to bed with a grin on your face.
Okay, I think I understand what he's saying. He's saying that after you finish the game, whatever you're doing after the game, you want to relive what you just did in the game. You want to relive the moment you just had. That's fun.
I still don't agree with that.
Yeah, I feel like that's more of a entertainment thing. I was entertained. Like if you binge watch a TV show and you end it like 2 episodes before the finale, you want to continue that, but were you having fun watching that TV show? Or were you entertained by that TV show? Me personally, fun has multiple variables that make something fun. Yeah, I find fun and hate watching.
Yeah.
I watch bad things for fun.
I'm sure people have fun trying to that FNAF, that super hard mode. Yeah. Do they necessarily want to go back to it? Maybe not, but a frustrating challenge can be fun, but once you finish, it's like, yes, I did it. Are you going to go back to it?
Speed running is fun for a lot of people. The sense of accomplishment, that type of thing. Yeah. But once you're a world record holder, I guess the only fun you can have is trying to optimize your run.
I remember a few years ago when me and my friends would spend hours playing Team Fortress 2, but not the actual game. We played the man versus machine mode. I used to play it on a MacBook and we could only play one map because that was the only one that would load on Apple products. It got so bad one night that we played it all night until the sun came up the next day. My dad was furious, but I didn't care.
How old was he when this happened?
Sounds young. If his dad was furious, I'd say between the ages of 11 to 15.
Okay. Yes. Of course, as a kid, you spend all night playing video games with your friends if that's the thing y'all do.
But I wonder why. Because he goes, I wonder why. Does he have that experience? Can he go back to this game and have that same experience? Because if he can't, then it's no longer fun. It's a you thing. Mm-hmm. It's the same game. You're just not having fun. Fairy Tail is very fun, but I do not want to watch that anymore. Yeah. I don't just sit around.
You don't want to relive the moment of Fairy Tail.
Nami the Goat says, I'm sorry, nuts. I know this is supposed to be sad, but it sounds like a fanfic NGL.
Yeah, this dude on his own female emotions, if you catch my drift.
I didn't care. I had fun. Pure, childlike, unadulterated fun. That was
okay.
A good night.
Okay. But there's people that go out and play football all night with their friends that have fun. Video games are fun to them. It's not the concept of video games that isn't fun anymore.
Literally halfway through the video, we've got nothing.
I wish I could live that night again because life was easier then. I didn't really care about it.
Nope. This is a whole different argument. This is a whole different thing that you're going down. You're going down like life is hard and video games. I don't know how the correlation between those two, but you're going pure on nostalgia. I want to go back to those simpler times of just having fun and eating Doritos and crap like that. That has nothing to do with the quality of the games nowadays. That's a you thing, homie.
Anything at that point.
Yeah, BG, I thought you were going to make it It's Okay to Be Confused.
I forgot.
It sounds like you're scamming them again.
I forgot. It's just that easy. Do you want me to make it now?
Nostalgia is such a double-edged sword when you get older. On the one hand, it reminds you of good times in the past that you look back on fondly. But on the other hand, it reminds you of good times in the past, and it makes you sad because you can't have those times again.
No, but you can have new times and in some ways better times.
It's not just, oh dang, it was fun coming home watching Dragon Ball. Well, guess I'll never have that again.
I had a lot of fun playing Uno with the rest of them a couple weeks ago. It was just as fun as me playing WWF No Mercy when I was a kid. It doesn't.
He's having a midlife crisis.
Legitimately.
This video is just depressive. Don't care about nostalgia. Yeah, this nostalgia crap, it is clouding people's minds. You can't have a good experience because you're trying to relive old experiences.
When Elden Ring came out, I took my TV over to my friends and we played TV by TV for 18 hours, drinking booze and talking and eating trash.
No, you didn't.
On Sunday,
X525 says, "Ah yes, the Uno P stream and unlimited Works."
oh,
That's lost on me.
yeah, inside jokes. So on Sundays during football season, I'll get on a Discord call with 4, 5, 6 of my friends, and we'll just watch football for legitimately 6, 7, 8 straight hours, just talking to each other. Am I not having fun with football?
Nightfall
Am I not
says,
having fun?
"I won't lie, I used to be sad that certain word like how it used to be growing, but sometimes that's how the cookie crumbles."
It's just how it goes at times. Legitimately.
Not saying that there can't be any good times in games nowadays. Me and my friends discovered a game called The Forest a while back, and the whimsy came back. We had the biggest smiles on our faces.
Why? What is it that did? Why is this the game that did it?
Why did Osmond Gold agree with this video?
Because he also feels that games aren't fun, even if it's not the specific reasons that this person is saying.
For days. Building huge bases, fighting off gruesome cannibals, and just generally being idiots.
But you haven't established why games aren't fun.
Yeah.
When other games may well be able to do this.
It seems like you want a specific type of game, and there's not enough of that new versions of that specific type of game coming out.
Because he's like, hey, check out this Mario game. This is why this is not fun to me. That'd be something, but he's not mentioned a game that's not fun.
Nami the Ghost says, "Whimsy is some female saying I might be pro-triggered."
And calm down. He's just trying to express his experiences, all right?
If you
That person never replied to my comment.
Are you surprised?
A little bit. And I'll tell you why I'm a little bit surprised. It's clear that they were just regurgitating trigger stuff, calling us stupid with our points, and that sex and race is not the same type of thing. But it also felt like they were ready for a long battle.
I don't think so. I think that they are used to commenting on videos that do not get comments back. You'll get a thumbs up. You'll get somebody in the comments agreeing with you, and then you keep it rocking.
Never challenged.
want a game to play with your friends, I highly suggest playing The Forest. It's the most fun I've had with my friends in a long time.
Okay, but that's your friends, your group of friends, and you and your friends. I would not find The Forest fun based off of what you've been telling me, because it seems very much like a building thing, and I don't want to do that with other people. I love building things. I love city management, but I want to sit down and just do that on my own. I don't want to be around people. I don't want to play survival games. But I loved Sea of Thieves when we played that.
I'm wondering why he wouldn't find something like a Minecraft fun. If his idea of fun, based upon the two things that we have, is playing with his friends and doing wacky stuff,
building things, that type, and taking out. This seemed like a adult Minecraft.
I get the feeling it's just I'm not playing. I'm getting lazy. That might be what it is, but he just hasn't established.
But if you're not playing anything, you're only lazy if you're not doing anything productive. Even if it's just for your own entertainment. Like if you're just scrolling through TikTok, it's like, that's laziness. Sure. Because you might not even be getting entertainment out of the things you're watching. It's just a random cavalcade of videos.
But it still got stale, and now...
Yes, if you keep playing a thing over and over, eventually there runs the chance of it being stale.
So it's not a whole thing of video games aren't fun anymore. It's just you're not having fun with video games. It's the same game that you played 2 weeks ago. You're just not having fun anymore. So you can't say that video games aren't fun anymore because you have fun and you're no longer having fun now. Nothing changed other than you.
I can play a game of Mortal Kombat 9 right now, and I will play that bit for 3 straight hours. I love Mortal Kombat 9. But the thing that's saving it is that I'm not constantly playing 3-hour thing. When I'm trying to be competitive in a game, I can do that. But when it's just like, I want to play MK9, no.
Maybe I'm an asshole, but this sounds like a young adult complaining about being an adult and not being able to manage his time. I'm honestly more annoyed at the bitching than his not having fun.
And it sounds very much like that. I get off of work or school or whatever, and I want to start playing the game.
MK9 is best. MK9 is trash.
What an ALX stream, huh?
Back to back.
What a ALX
Both of had that in the chamber like MK9.
Just different sides of the coin. MK9 is the greatest MK of all time. The most fun of MK of all time. MKX is probably the greatest. MK11 is fine for your first MK. It's just slow.
MK9 was very Auga.
Oh,
and then they shut that down.
It was uber Auga and uber nostalgia.
We almost never touch the game, except from when we all say we should play it again. We play it for a day straight and
Jurabot
then
says,
never...
I'm glad to make it to the stream. I only have 3 hours to live and it's currently my son's wedding after coming home from World War III.
Well, what are you doing here?
Go die!
Oh, you really are going to shove off. The big shove off.
The big shove off.
The final shove.
I wanted to go back a little bit.
Almost never touch the game, except from when we all say we should play it again. We play it for a day straight and...
There's your problem, right in there. You're not playing in moderation. Mm-hmm. You get a game, you go, let's just keep playing it, keep playing it, keep playing it, keep playing. A day straight?
And then what happens?
And then it's like, oh
Dutch says,
no.
I loved playing Infamous 2, but then I played Persona 5 Royal for the first time and hit super hard new feeling I didn't have with Infamous 2 ending.
There you go. Fear and Hunger stream win. Fear is, I'm not afraid of things. But Hunger, I could definitely go. Still can't believe Super iPad Wolf said it was unique when there's a ton of other RPG Maker games like, I would love
to see TTS lady say that.
Haji Gatsu? Yeah, I'll look that up.
It's a chunky one.
Dude, I have so many manga.
Who plays for a day straight? Yeah, it's you know, there's times like if a new Borderlands come out, I'm like, yep, I'm gonna take my day off and I'm gonna play that game all day. But that next day, it's not gonna be as fun as the first day because you've gotten more into it, you know. But it's just, this isn't. I don't understand how he can be like, games aren't fun anymore, and then the same game I'm not having fun with anymore. What games could you play endlessly back in the day and still have as much fun on day 1 as day 100? You need to establish something like that.
Yeah, with that Team Fortress 2 thing, with, let's say, 13-year-old you, find those nights as fun as 11-year-old you.
And then you're not playing it anymore, so surely it had to not be fun anymore. The same game. So that game that you have such a fond memory of, you're not going back
I can see. RuneScape, I can see. Big MMOs, I can see.
Mm-hmm.
And then never again. Because it doesn't bring back the memories we used to have about the game.
Shut up. I don't care care about reliving past memories.
Zero.
I want to make new memories. I want to make new moments.
0%.
I'm not trying to play a game just to be like, oh, I love this game as a kid and I want to feel the same. It's I love this game as a kid and I want to play it again.
You're chasing something that you're never going to get again.
Never!
Because as you're playing it for the first time, you're like, oh, what's going to happen? And that's swirling in the back of your mind. The theories, the things looking around, the new things.
The excitement of it.
The excitement of it. All that stuff. You're not going to get that again. Stop chasing it and play it for what it is right now. I'm playing P3. I'm like, yep, this is a good game. This is a good game. And I'm looking forward to playing Final Fantasy X. Not as a, 10-year-old me, but as a, I really like this game and I want to play it again.
There you go.
Is to stop chasing that feeling. Because when you don't get it, you're looking around and you're making a 6-minute video.
You're mad at you, either yourself or video games or whatever.
As a whole.
Just like, my God, why can't it give me that feeling anymore?
Thousands of games a year. And you're just like, these are not fun. Cross the board.
When you have an hour free between work and chores, it's hard to waste them on games because that hour goes so quickly and you progress nothing and feel dissatisfied. That's why I prefer movies or books. And that could be the thing. He just doesn't have the time anymore. And
to get engrossed, to get into that mode of just like, because you're just like, I've been playing this for an hour. I gotta eat. I gotta make dinner for next. I gotta take a shower, whatever that is. It's just not enough time. It's a whole lot of things that an argument could be made that he's not making. He's not making that argument. We can talk about that argument.
Yeah, sure.
But he's making the argument of I played this game for a day and now I'm salty baby man.
You can even make the argument that games have regressed more into like cinematic experiences and that type of thing. There's so much less in the big gaming space that are just geared towards a player having fun with.
There's a lot more like, and I'm not saying that this is the truth, but the argument could be made
Nightfall
for something
says,
like this. Like there's
a reason
more.
why they call the previous point in her life the past, because it's already past. Quit chasing what's already said and done and live in the now, gullible idiot.
But something like a God of War, the new God of War, where it's a big emotional journey, as opposed to just like a Mario Kart, where you just hop on, play, have fun, keep it rocking.
Yeah.
Something like that. There's a lot more fun, quote unquote, like the definition of fun. Something that you would be like, give it a kid and be like, this is fun, as opposed to a God of War. These arguments are just like, these can be made. These can be talked about. But he's not making them.
I remember having the argument that The Last of Us is a very interesting game, very entertaining game, and a very good game, but it's not a fun game. Story mode is not fun. I do not want to re-experience story mode because it is not a fun mode to experience. Love the multiplayer. My God, do I love the multiplayer. But the story is not fun.
Just play a board game, yeah. That's fun too.
Legitimately just have a game night with your friends. Just go, hey, are we going to play video games or are we going to play board games? And then decide there. It sounds like you and your friends need the game more than the game needs you. Mm-hmm. Because you can have fun playing Jenga with 4 people if y'all can be pieces of shit or competitive or whatever. Do you see how serious these Uno streams get? Go back to our gaming channel and watch DA and I play that in One Piece game and see how serious we get. That's fun. Oh, you're dead. What the that moment sticks in my mind so hard. Playing Uno with friends is so much fun, and it's the same game over and over again. But the problem is, again, it feels like you and your friends need the game to have fun. As opposed to having fun with your friends while playing video games.
It's the game that's fun with the friends. Instead of the friends are fun with the game.
And that's what the problem is with modern day video games. They don't leave a...
Oh, y'all ain't ready for this. Oh, boy. Whoa. Y'all saw how much fun we had with that Mario Party? How competitive? Just have fun.
They don't leave a good enough memory.
That's your problem.
That is your problem. Holy crap. You can't say that the thousands of games per year don't leave a good memory. What if I say, yeah, they do? What now?
It's unbelievable.
What are you talking? What do you
Varia
play?
says,
What have you played?
I think it's more important a game is engaging rather than fun. An engaging game can be exciting, depressing, or whatever.
Absolutely. I don't find a lot of the people that made heavier Quantic Dream. I don't find a lot of their games fun, but I find their stories engaging. In fact, a lot of their games I find negative fun.
The problem I have with Pokemon. Every time a new Pokemon game would come out, I would buy it. I would never know why, because some of the recent ones aren't even that good. I've recently realised it's because I'm trying to bring back those memories of...
That's your fault! What do you mean the recent ones aren't good? What do you mean by that?
What makes them good or
Are you
bad?
talking about in terms of quality or in terms of fun? What makes a game good? What makes a game fun?
It's legitimately just trying to chase that feeling.
Oh, he's chasing.
I just want to be a 12-year-old again, ripping open a Pokemon and spending 300 hours catching them all, trading with trainers. And
no.
No!
You
Sorry.
are an adult. And that comes with the positives and negatives of being an adult. The kid stuff, that comes with the positives and negatives of being a kid. You're looking at the good parts of being a kid. What about having a curfew, not being able to go out, having very limited money, not being very smart or sociable in a lot of cases? You don't know a lot about the world. You're glorifying the small part of this childhood bullshit, and being a kid sucked.
And that's very much like what wrestling fans will do with the Attitude Era. It's just like, oh, remember this and remember that.
No, you do not remember Xbox versus Midian. You remember Stone Cold versus The Rock.
Yes.
Give me a good Rikishi match.
They'll probably say the 6-way Hell in a Cell match where he fell off the cell and landed in that truck.
It's just like, oh, he's a big fat guy that's dancing, puts his butt in people's faces. All right, give me a match that was really good for me. And you can't, but it's just the memory of just like, oh, big Rikishi man.
I remember him dancing with Too Cool. I remember the butt stuff. That was so much fun.
Okay, but that is a 3-year period and you can't give me a match.
Diamond and Pearl that I had on my DS as a kid. Not knowing anything about type weaknesses or strategy, and just solely training my starter to a monstrously high level. Beating all enemy Pokemon in one hit.
Nobody's listening to you, you cuck!
I can understand nobody listening to this individual because
it has a lot of views.
I understand, but imagine just getting hit up in the Discord like, man, games aren't fun anymore. Why not? They're just not memorable. It's like, what do you mean? When I was a kid, it's like, no.
Let's stop that line of thinking right here.
No, let's pull that back.
All enemy Pokemon in one hit. But none of them can do that. There's also the fact that we change as people over time. Games will always be just lines of code made by companies who just want to make a profit. But it's the players that change too. I know that's a cringe thing to say, but...
No, that was not a cringe thing to say. People change. It is a fact of life. The cringe thing was some of the stuff you said earlier.
It is true. I'm not who I was when I was 12 playing TF2 till sunrise. I'm a much older...
MF Curry04 says, I can't stop the feeling, so just go back in time.
Yeah, this is nuts.
Wiser person. We can't bring back those fun memories because we aren't the same people. It would be lying to say that I'm happier now than I was when I was a kid.
Okay, so you say you can't bring back those memories because you aren't the same people. But why aren't you having fun with the same game that you were having so much fun with before? You're just like, hey, let's go play this game, and you're not having fun anymore. Are you not the same person that you were a year ago?
6 months ago?
6 months ago?
3 months ago?
Why are you not having fun with this game that you just previously had fun with?
Yeah, legitimately, Blaze. He's just sad.
He needs some help. This is a therapy session.
Playing Overwatch in 2016 with Lewis, raging when we lost and screaming when we won. Video games have provided people with some of the happiest memories anyone could ever ask for. But they've not been able to fill the same place that they used to. That's
Yes, they do! Because a kid right now feels like you did with Team Fortress 2 with Fortnite! They can't feel it for you! And even then, I'll play a game and they'll feel that same hole!
So basically what this guy wants is stagnation, forget new memories and experiences, live in the past, instead never change or move on.
Absolutely.
Man, he just wants that same feeling of just, yeah, Pokemon. He's not looking, like you said, it's not new experience, it's not new fun, it's that old fun. I want that back there.
He wants reheated fun. He wants leftover fun.
Not the new. It's crazy. He
I'm
wants
sorry.
that dumb Tortino pizza instead of going down to the new pizza shop up the road.
He wants the feeling he had as a kid microwaving the Tortino's pizza and then eating it. And then
he's just like, this pizza isn't as good anymore.
I don't have the memory. It doesn't fill me with the warmth it did before.
This is nuts.
I think video games just aren't that fun anymore.
Horrible. Holy crap! This was not even a 6-minute video.
It was legitimately like a 5.5.
What the?
I'm
and
going-
Osmongold just like, yeah.
I'm going anomaly on that
Yeah,
one.
legitimately.
That was crazy.
Holy crap.
This must be a riot at parties. Guys, parties aren't fun anymore.
It's that meme of stop having fun.
Or the dude in the corner just like, they don't know I'm not having fun. I don't find
Horrible.
horrible.
Hey, this game doesn't fill me with wonder. Hey, we can't play this with friends. Stop having fun. It's like, what are you talking about? That is crazy. Legitimately crazy. This was not an argument.
There was almost no argument presented there.
Banned.
I agree.
Gone.
I put that in banned. But I feel like this is what Trigger
C
would be like. This is
the problem also is without
feelings.
change everything becomes stale, and what if the nostalgic stuff becomes old?
What then? Then you gotta go even further back.
And this is to go even further beyond. Now we're moving
Is this
on.
the most nothing video? Up there.
I'd say that Bleak dude, the one where we scrapped it originally.
It's up there.
It's definitely up there, though.
Rough. That was just a person being sad that they're not having fun and not really even knowing how to explain why they're not having fun. Other than, I can't make memories anymore.
Gerard says, nostalgia is unbreakable.
Unbreakable. Man, I miss when Jackus videos were fun. For the first minute, it was memorable and I could unwind while watching. But the final minute filled me with no enjoyment and I missed the first minute. It's legitimately, I missed the old Kanye.
Nostalgia is, in fact, it is that highest shelf that they can never reach, and they're just constantly reaching for it.
And they're
it's
so
always
sad that
out
they
of
can't.
reach.
Mark Naruto video vibe.
It's close.
Yeah, this is.
It's very close to when Mark was like, I got nostalgia for One Piece. And you had started reading.
A tier. What's wrong with you? It's clutter. Eesh. What?
And y'all wanted
Mark.
that, man? Y'all wanted him?
That tier list is cheap.
Oh, I didn't see no tier list.
You didn't even see the placements?
No, I didn't see nothing. What was the tier list about?
The stuff that he's reviewed, all the anime he's reviewed.
What were the S and the A tiers?
The S tier was Full Metal Alchemist, Mob Psycho, Attack on Titan, and I can't remember the last one. But A tier was at top of the A tier was One Piece because paneling. It pissed me off so much because this bastard just slinging paneling like it's something.
The only thing knocking it down is because the panels are cluttered.
It's the biggest sword that he has, and it's just there, and it's a swinging. And I'm like, Mark, you're not hitting anybody.
Where was Dragon Ball?
It was A tier, like 2 steps behind that.
It should be in B tier. He should recognize now the greater thing. But he had that feeling. Yeah, that feeling.
I need to check that out. All things, because at least the stuff that we know about, because it's like Attack on Titan is S tier. It's like I ain't got no dog in that fight.
Yeah.
He put GT in C and Super in D, I believe. No, switch that. Sorry, GT was in.
I was like, okay, sure thing, Mark, and now I'm not with him.
Bring back Mark Month.
Mark Month too.
God damn,
We
bro.
can't.
This video is horrible.
No. No. How about that?
The streets
That's
want
that's
Mark
the-
Month. I miss Mark Month.
That's the straight answer. No. Okay. And we move on.
5 things Demon Slayer does better than other shonen! Exclamation point.
By MyHisTV.
MyAnimeLists. I think we did a video by them before.
I don't think so.
I'm almost
might
certain
be
I remember.
wrong. The logo looks familiar. But this is not the time to actually.
Detierx 525 says, HXH should be knocked down by 2 tiers for all those book pages in the later half of the series if Mark wasn't a coward and continued reading HXH.
No. I ain't got that. And then he hated that in Chimera Ants arc. Let's not act like it's anything different, Mark. You was not feeling that.
And I said in the Discord, he's like, oh, sometimes the panels get colored. All right. So he even goes in the later half. It's like, so half of the series, some of the panels get cluttered, and therefore it gets knocked down a full tier. That don't make no sense, Mark.
Did he even read the manga stuff like Full Metal Alchemist?
I don't know.
Or did he just... Because it... Whatever.
Description boys. Hello, comrades. Demon Slayer does many things better than other shonen, and that's not even considering the animation. Jesus.
Oh, no episode 19! No episode 19!
Kimitsu's strongest side are his characters.
Can we stop calling it Kimitsu no Yaiba, you weebs? It is not... You are a English-speaking
Are you ready to see
person.
some mental gymnastics?
Oh, always ready.
Mark did. He read FMA.
Okay.
So that's good. Kimitsu's strongest side are his characters. MC is not a wimp and actually gets his hand dirty. Women are not reduced to a damsel in distress or a
Whoops!
or love interest.
Whoops!
And finally, the villains, with the final boss in particular, are very well defined with no secret behind the scenes new bad guy in sight. I hope you enjoyed this video about Kimitsu no Yaiba does better than other shows. Thank you for watching. You are awesome. Discord, Patreon, Reddit, Twitter, all those other things. All that
Neo
fun
Arcadia
stuff.
says, Mr. Krabs, episode 19. Episode 19. Day 19, get your episode 19 over here.
New bet started. Will they bring up episode 19? Let's get into it. I will run this bet for 6 minutes when it hits 4 for us. 6 minutes from now. Double zeros.
Demon Slayer does many things better than other shonen, and if your first thought on the topic was that
To bet, you have to use exclamation point bet. The amount,
Pikachu says,
thing you want to bet,
It
and then
doesn't
the
do these
amount.
things, so it does it better than these shows.
It doesn't do these things, but it does it better.
Huh. How about that?
I think it's exclamation point bet 0 then the amount, or bet 1 then the amount.
Demon Slayer does many things better than other shonen, and if your first thought on the topic was animation, you're absolutely right. Even without comparing it to anything else, this is a work of art that can be
Nightfall
paused at any...
says, Bleach is just a better Demon Slayer.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It's got its own problems, and it's got a lot.
Nobody.
Holy crap.
Nobody has bet.
Oh.
Nobody's betting for no. Nobody. 10 bets for yes. Yo, that's crazy.
time and still be perfect for a picture frame. However, there's more to the show than meets the eye.
Why would you include this in your video when
Because
you're
it's
trying
funny.
to talk? That is a
It's
teenage
funny.
girl, young teenage girl.
What's the age? Give me a confirmed age. You can't.
I can look it up.
She is nebulously young.
Nebulously young.
So let us dive a bit deeper. Hello, comrade. My name is Mahis. Come, get yourself
He matched the lip flaps. I am proud of him.
I wasn't paying attention.
a beverage and sit down with me. We got a show to praise. For starters, there is our bestest boy Tanjiro Kamado. As much as people criticize him for being the Mary Sue of the story, a fictional character without
Neo
flaws.
Arcadia says, D is still on that age thing, eyes.
Still on that age thing.
Hey, maybe I should shut up for once in a while. But Mary Sue, I don't think that I've seen that. I don't think I've seen that argument
The
or
criticism
complaint about Tanjiro. I've seen that he's too nice,
Yeah.
but not the whole Mary Sue
I mean,
thing.
we've seen him train and how he
Yeah.
got these abilities.
And he's not that good. He's pretty mediocre, all things considered, except for the sun breathing stuff.
Yeah.
Criticize him for being the Mary Sue of the story, a fictional character without flaws and too perfect to be true. He has this one thing that separates him from the likes of Naruto and other talk no jutsu enjoy.
You think Naruto is a Mary Sue? Do you think Gon is a Mary Sue? Why would you bring up the Mary Sue argument and then show these two characters?
Yeah, maybe tear down the Mary Sue thing instead of the whole right into the comparison to other things.
Tanjiro gets the job done. Boy's missing his Oni-chan? Cut! She just wanted to play ball.
He didn't know that he was missing.
These are post things, and they are currently demons that will eat and kill people, and have eaten and killed people. This is not a good.
I'm so tired of this stupid shit.
Agreed. But yeah, this is again. Naruto had all plans to kill Haku. Naruto had all plans to kill Sasuke. It didn't happen, though.
Cut! Dude likes to play drums and write poetry. You get the idea. No matter
What else was he meant to do?
Yes,
Was he
there
meant to
is
let
no
them?
jail. There is no reformation for these people. There's nothing like that.
This would be different from something like Pain, where it's just like, Naruto, I don't agree with you. I'm just gonna kill everybody. Then if Naruto went, well, I'm not gonna fight, you could have an argument. But that's not what happened there.
He's a human. He could be talked down. This is, I have disemboweled a little girl and eaten her. Mwahahaha. But my brother, though.
with the music playing demon or whatever, or the playwright demon.
Drum demon.
A drum demon. Tanjiro went in because the brother and the sister were like, yo, they're eating people and killing them in there, and our brother's somewhere in there. Can you please help us?
I feel like, Gon, he threatened to kill a little girl.
That's why I truly don't understand the Gon one. I truly do not.
what sad backstory a demon has, if they harm humans, they get a Nichiren sword right up in there without any lubricant.
Tanjiro doesn't know these things.
No, he just smells the regret and sadness. He doesn't know what that was.
Hi Zaldonix says, I don't understand why they don't capture demons to do experiments on them.
Hey,
It'd be
shut
the
up.
easiest thing.
Hey, shut up.
It'd be such a good thing. It'd be something to do.
All right, timer's going away. Bet's going away.
They weren't even like, hey, let's experiment on Nezuko or do something. They were just like, oh, look at that. And kept it rocking.
We rarely see shonen protagonists straight up murdering sentient beings.
Okay, pause. Is it a good thing to murder? Is this a positive thing? Is this a thing that elevates something over something else?
MF Curry 04 says, Gon is about to kill the white girl if Pito is not listening him.
Legit.
Legitimately. In what situations would it have been better for Naruto to kill somebody that makes it better that Tanjiro actually did it?
Hey, Luffy has killed. Gon has killed. Ichigo has killed. I don't know if Naruto has killed.
He had to have.
Naruto most likely killed? Who are these shonen protagonists in these battle manga that have never killed a sentient being?
Yusuke has. And again, just simply killing, is that just like, yep, you've killed somebody, so you are
Nani the
elevated
Goat
now?
says, no more timer means mark month.
What? What? No! Stop trying to angle a mark.
regardless of all the atrocities they've committed. What about Strawberry Boy? He only clapped Ginjo's cheeks in cold blood, but he came back later like many others.
But he tried to kill him.
Yes.
He attempted the murder. And hasn't he killed Arankars? Aren't they sentient beings?
Yeah, he killed
Wing dude.
Ukiura.
He killed Ukiura.
Even though that wasn't him, the action still
Carlo
happened
Alamo
because
says,
of him.
did the How MHA nails its realism?
I think we did that.
Yeah, we
Or
did.
yeah.
Yep, we did.
No. It
Oh
didn't.
no, yep. That's why they're saying we did that. And
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's MyAnimeLists. Okay.
Gone? Now we're talking. Chimera Ants definitely had it coming, although he's not exactly a good role model as he's a borderline psychopath with a very twisted sense
Okay,
of
but
morality.
now you're just adding on to other things now. They don't kill, but actually they do. But they kill because, well, this guy did kill, but he came back. So I guess that murder just doesn't count.
Is killing a demon murder?
Tanjiro, on the other hand, is a pretty good example of what kindness is supposed to be. Indiscriminate and well-armed. He understands perfectly that destroying a demon is the best course of action for everyone involved. People are saved and the demon's soul is
MF
freed.
Curio 4 says, it would be good if there is a Hashira who research demons and show the government how Tihi demons works and more about their species, more like Mayuri and Bleach.
Hey, how about Slash?
It'd be good for a lot of things.
Is killing Uchiha murder? Mark Month, the return of angles. Why are we all angling for Mark Month again, dude?
What happened?
We
thought
showed
we
y'all
were done
pseudo
with
Mark
that.
Month so y'all would learn, and now y'all are getting into it further again. Y'all need those memories.
Yeah.
Sometimes getting a closure in the process. For example, during their encounter with the Spider Mummy, he realized that she welcomed death with open arms.
He is not praising.
You cannot praise
Blessed
Blessed the
rain.
Flame after a month in drought.
There is no way he is out here actually praising. Okay, at that point, you have to understand. These forms were created by people. Who created this
For
form?
what purpose? But dude, come on now. Yes, the kindest thing. Whatever. And this is another month not even questioning, how do you peacefully cut somebody's head off? How is this more jagged than a water wheel? No, it just is. Because they said it is. Oh, cool.
I feel like this video is made to make you guys today is fine. It's hot. It's getting hotter.
So he delivered the least painful punishment he could, despite seeing her cruelty firsthand.
Dude, and you see that? Moving right along. The least painful punishment. What do you mean by that? Well, I mean blessed rain after a drought. How does that work? I would love to ask a Demon Slayer fan about that.
We have.
Not triggered.
Oh.
Because he's stupid.
He's stupid.
But
These
again-
moms must think I'm stupid. Absolutely,
Yep, we
sir.
do triggered. That is a fact. But just that question of just like, what did he do? He used
One True
blessed rain
King
after a
says,
drought.
the Gospel of Mark Month preaches that he sacrificed himself and
Trying to
accepted a
get
perma
banned,
time so
trying
he
to
can get Mark
timed,
Month.
'cause we can help
But he
you out with
LL
that.
eventually rise from the dead, bring us Mark 24
Help you
7,365th
out with
days.
that. It's a lot harder to do Mark now because he's a sad boy that don't like his job.
Now we know he's a sad boy.
So it's just like, oh, how much did he actually mean with this? Is he not explaining himself because he just wanted an extra hour of sleep here? It's kind of it's a sad boy.
Carla Alemo
hours.
says, Tamayo kill her husband, her children, and other innocenti, but she is good.
Yeah, sure.
Firsthand. Tanjiro's benevolence certainly stands out even among the nicest anime characters. Still, he doesn't let it get in the way of his work, and I have nothing but respect for that.
He cuts off the head of monsters, so praise him.
Monsters who have no other recourse other than death.
Speaking of respect, it has been a long while since I've seen an anime that had such a good cast of female characters.
Nezuko, come on now.
She's a dog.
We're not even talking
She is a dog. Explain to me how she's not a dog.
Shinobu, literally the only demon slayer who's too weak to cut off a demon's head. Aoi literally walked her way through the trials and just like, I can't even fight, so I'm a clean.
Kano.
No.
Even there. She never made a choice. She let a coin decide for her.
And then a man had to take that coin.
A man had to save her.
Number 5 demon lady, who is she's an Oyabon,
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
But she was just.
but she is coveted for her looks.
And even then, part of that was that her stronger brother was the one that just kind of protected her and stuff.
We got those 3 little girls.
Nami the Goat
who are
says,
just there.
Fairy Tail has a better female cast, but they're not ready for that convo.
They are not ready for that conversation. I would like to hear his arguments. You can't talk about Nezuko.
I would say
Cannot.
visually they're more respected.
In what ways? Well, not Auga.
Yeah.
But then we got a little like Auga Hashira,
You know what? You're
who
right.
is Auga.
Whose whole purpose in life was I couldn't find a man and I was sad about it.
And before you get pitchforks and torches, yes, they're all exceptionally pretty, and I take this
Carlo
girl out
Alemo says, Daki is weak.
Yep.
really pretty, and I take
You guys gonna do the new Mark video though? No.
What new Mark video? I don't even know.
The tier list one.
I don't even know what he does anymore. I don't know his channel.
He's a sad boy.
He's a sad boy. If we end this quickly, maybe we'll pop our head in.
this girl out based on her eyes alone. However, Guy Crimson goes both ways, and so does the Demon Slayer. Men are also quite sexualized here, and that's not even mentioning their age.
Who gives a
Are you talking about the sexualization of women? Because you pointed out 3 ladies with their chest out, number 1. Number 2, we got the Auga Hashira. So, Nezuko, once she gets into a big demon form, chest all out.
Hey, how many women are there in Demon Slayer? And then subtract that from how many have been sexualized at one point or another.
Oh, we got her butt slapped. We got those 3 kids. Thankfully, they have not been sexualized.
Kano, I don't think she's been sexualized. Nezuko has. The Hashira has. Shinobu hasn't. Multiple demons have.
Number 5 demon lady, she just all up and she's got all her butt all out.
I'd say if there's 15 female characters that are of note in this series, half have been sexualized.
There were what? The 10 moons. There were what? Maybe within that crowd of just like the ones that got eviscerated, another one. So let's just say 2 female of the strongest demons that they are. One was instantly eviscerated. One is half of the strongest one with a male. Duff, are you talking about?
So let's leave the art style choices to the author and focus on what's important.
Master Jinx says, Nezuko is a dog. Shinobu has maybe 5 chapters of meaningful interactions. Aoi has maybe 5 lines. The Dr. Barley gets any screen time. Love Hashira is Barley a character. Demon Slayer sucks.
Yeah, it's just that, they haven't been put into situations where they're sexualized. But their agency in the story, how much they do in the story, that should still be looked at.
But then there's also the times when they're put in situations where they're sexualized.
Women in this series are orders of magnitude better than in most other shonens in terms of their personalities, development, and roles.
Fucking no! Absolutely not.
Personality, development, and roles. All right. Personality, no with Nezuko. Development, she has no development. Role, she is essentially an attack dog. So we're board wiping Nezuko out the gate.
All right, let's just go down some of them. Naruto, you could make an argument. I will allow an argument for Naruto. Bleach, I will not allow an argument for Bleach. Yu Yu Hakusho, I will not allow an argument for Yu Yu
Flame of
Hakusho.
Rekka, get that out of here.
One Piece, I will not allow an argument for it.
Black Clover, get it out of here.
Various sports manga.
R. Ares 1 says, remember those nice times when Mark said thematic subversive deconstruction #Mark month?
I actually do not. Because that could have been any time.
Jujutsu Kaisen.
That could be even a false quote. But I believe that it's true.
I believe in it.
Yes. Loose Fairy Tale.
Bulma, Dragon Ball. I'd say no for Dragon Ball. In Dragon Ball.
JoJo. It's you. Who are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
What have you seen?
That is a good question. MyAnimeLists in the description?
I'll put My Hero up in there. I put it like equal.
I'd say
Hi
49,
Zaldonic
51.
says,
better.
what personality? Noelle beats them all and so does Nobura.
Oh, Noelle's so good. Though she's ooging her balls off in this current arc.
That's what we need. No, My Anime.
That sucks. Fire Force, it might be the one.
Development and roles. Take Shinobu. She has been on screen for only a few episodes, yet I can already tell that she's capable based on her unconventional fighting style.
Inami?
What's
Robin?
the argument? Is it strength
Rukia?
or roles? Because none of those, you said development, personality, and roles. None of those three things are capabilities. Which is what you're saying about Shinobu first and foremost.
One Smart says, Sarada and Fuko are amazing.
Boruto.
Which compensates for the lack of raw strength. That she's loyal to the boss and has her own sense of justice because of her altercation with Gyo, and that she's a very caring person in general.
Okay, Paul.
Damn, bro. This video is horrible.
What if you said that doesn't apply to Rengoku in that situation?
Yeah, except not female.
Go back.
Yet I can already tell that she's capable based on her unconventional fighting style, which
capable. Based upon our unconventional fighting style, we're gonna ignore that part because the whole thing is capability.
Yes.
And Rengoku is capable.
unconventional fighting style, which compensates for the lack of raw strength. That she's loyal to the boss.
Pause. Rengoku is as well. He said, with all due respect, we gotta kill that demon. But when they just went, no, we're not gonna kill him, he did not. So he is also that.
And has her own sense of justice because of her altercation with Gyo.
He apologized to Tanjiro for wanting to kill his sister.
And that she's a very caring person in general.
Yes.
Okay, sure, Insect Hashira does have a few screws loose, but that's practically in their job description, so nothing's wrong here.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean that's in their job
When was this
description?
made?
It don't matter when this was made.
Because
But he said a few episodes. April 2nd, 2023.
Okay, he talked about the end villain, so I assume he read the manga. And if that's the case, you gotta look at Love Hashira, who is, lest I remind you, the love Hashira. Cause her style, when she couldn't handle flame breathing, was love.
Quite the opposite, actually. It adds to her flavor along with what our boy noticed during their conversation on the roof. There is anger inside, and she tries her hardest to put up a facade that is now glued to her face like some wicked wax mask.
What shonen has you consumed where
says,
this had to happen?
Anzu from Romantic Killer has more personality and character growth than all of the Demon Slayer female cast.
We're not talking about that. We're talking about this. We're talking about the unnamed shows that he's talking about. That's what we're talking about.
Again, that was just 6 or 7 episodes of development. How many did it take for Sakura to...
it's not development, it's exploration.
Yes, we're learning about her character. It's character exploration.
She changed 0%. Tanjiro simply noticed something.
We learned more about her.
We're developing the character, I guess, by the purest definition of character development, absolutely.
Yes.
But if you're just talking about we're learning something about this character, we learn
My
something
sources that I made it the fuck up.
Isaiah Avila says, Botan beats all the Demon Slayer girls hands down.
Botan
that's not fair. Okay, so we're not going to talk about that.
Not even explain why. Just go. It's not fair, so we're ignoring that. No, there's no cooking here. The kitchen's on fire.
But again, if he's simply talking about learning about a character, we learn about Sakura early.
Yes, we learned about her issues with her forehead early. We learned about her love of Sasuke early. Her dislike of Naruto early. What she would do in a confrontation early. All these things we learn about Sakura very early. You're talking about an emotional beat for the character. Mm-hmm. Which is
Adrian
her past
Lesko
with
says,
Ino.
This guy is using straw man breathing.
No! Them! Unlike this!
How many did it take for Sakura to become anything other than... Another good example from Kimetsu is...
It took her 2 episodes when she gave the food to Naruto.
You can be a Sasuke-kun, but also be more than that.
Yes.
Based upon her cutting her hair. And
so, are we just like, oh, love Hashira is just love?
Fletchy says, Jolin is 100x all Demon Slayer female character combined.
We're not talking about Joe. We can't bring her into the conversation, right?
He has brought up, the amount of series he's brought up has been Naruto, Hunter x Hunter, Demon Slayer, Full Metal Alchemist. Is that the depths of his knowledge?
Isn't Olivia one of the strongest people in Full Metal Alchemist? Doesn't Armstrong fear her? And again,
are we ignoring that the female character was Lust?
Auga.
Aoi.
But with this whole thing, what is she past? What is Shinobu past this? She is simply this until the end. So we got front loaded with development, and then we got nothing else. Is that good? Do you think you gotta think about something like that?
No, we don't.
Oh.
Example from Kimetsu is Aoi. She does call herself a coward for giving up after the final selection. However, not everyone is built for
Nightfall
fighting.
says, "Ya gonna bring up Bleach? Oh wait, you can't because Rukia would destroy her video. Carry on."
There's so many people that would destroy this argument that it's not even worth talking about. He brings up Naruto, he brings up Sakura. Everybody got that Sakura argument. It's always in the holster. So he brings up the worst of the worst. We got our problems with Sakura.
Yes.
But you can't be like, there's no development there.
Or how long did it take to develop?
Stuff like that. So to bring up the worst of the worst and just go, yeah, look at this.
How long did it take for us to learn that Sakura was capable when she walked on the water and stood on the trees? When Naruto and Sasuke couldn't.
How you gonna bring up Gintama? Old girl in there is fantastic.
I don't know if he's bringing it up or he knows this is a funny moment from Gintama that he can source for his funny moment in the video.
But he would at least have to know about Gintama.
No, he doesn't.
Surely.
Do you need to know about SpongeBob to know the memes?
Is this a meme?
to know the funny parts? Do you need to know about King of the Hill to know the I'm about to bust thing?
That is my purse. I don't know you.
And it was a very wise decision to stop, as she would have ended up dead pretty soon.
How do you know this? How does she know this? How does anybody know this?
What is the what do you have to go through in order to be like, I don't want to be in the field? Because why didn't Zenitsu do that?
Or all these people in the forest?
What's this little weakling that was in the forest? So
Yeah,
it's just like he can barely even make water. Whatever. His water, whatever it is about, he's very, very weak. Mm-hmm. Why is he on the field? What is it about? What is it just going?
She's been brought in by a Hashira, and it probably got special privileges.
That's not fair.
There isn't.
Instead, Kanzaki dedicated herself to treating/training other Slayers, and she's pretty damn good at what she does.
Isn't that Sakura? Well, on top of fighting?
So, she is performing an action in a series. How is this different from Tsunade? She is performing a role. Absolutely. She knows she's not strong enough to be on the front lines. Absolutely. But what is a negative female character in another series that's just ahead in the clouds not doing anything? You've mentioned Sakura, and you had to go, yeah, she got development, but it was a long time after the fact.
Safijiva says, Noelle beats the entire Demon Slayer universe, even on her worst day.
We can't talk about these. We gotta. Y'all talking about 9s and 10s. Can we go to 4s and 5s so we can start having a conversation? Because it's not worth talking about a Rukia, a Jolene, a Noelle. It's not. So can we bring this down just a little bit, y'all? Come on now.
He hungers for hoes. Twitter went insane over the female core member who only their eyes you could see. They were going,
yeah. What? You're looking. That's a visual thing. You don't know anything about this character, but it's just Auga.
It is absolutely commendable, and she reminds me a lot of Winry from Fullmetal Alchemist, who is arguably one of the most well-written anime women ever.
Why does she remind you of Winry? What is it? What is it about Winry that she reminds you of?
We know that for a fact that you've read My Hero Academia. Or not Orihime.
Hi Zaldonix says, explain to me why some people can't do breathing forms. The boy with the gun can't. Why?
No, shut up. We're past that.
Well, that's just like your personal opinion, man. But Uraraka, her first appearance, Deku is falling and she helps out.
Yep.
She tries to give her spot to Deku.
Okay, DA, what about Madoka then?
What about it?
Madoka Magica in regards to female characters.
There are very good female characters in that. I don't think outside
is it a level below what we... But they're not shonen, so that doesn't count.
Yeah. I'd say only one of them is just like, I don't really like them. But I'd say that they are all at least good characters. As far as I like them, yeah, that's a whole different series. But they all have their own development, their own personality, their own characters, their own motivations. All these things that he's angling for.
Next, I'd like to
We are done with women.
He brought up 2 women.
The women are gone.
He went, one's capable because of the way she fights, and we learn a lot about her very early on. And the other one is commendable and reminds me of Winry. So it's better than most other shonen female characters.
It's better than Sakura. We are done with the woman argument, y'all. The women are not here.
Something that most people overlook, as it can be too stressful for some of the weenies out there. A sense of danger. Yes, I like my shows the same way I like my music, when it grabs me by the balls and doesn't let go until it's over.
Metaphoric.
Is he a Ruby fan?
Or he's here for the memes.
You can't use that argument now when you argued against it.
Can't I? Argue against
I hate when serious moments are interrupted by comic relief. I'm sick and tired of the entire scene sequence.
That's my request to you.
very many. I think there's been quite a few moments in Demon Slayer where there were comedic moments.
Yeah.
Zenitsu,
the very first time Zenitsu does his lightning breathing, he does it and then he goes, "What? What's going on?" That's there.
I never played Minecraft. DA won't because he will get addicted to it. He knows he will, and I won't because it just does not interest me.
Is having no impact on the end result, and I absolutely despise when everybody lived happily ever.
Go back.
Like, goddamn, bro. This video is horrible.
I hate when serious moments are interrupted by comic relief. I'm sick and tired of the entire scene sequences having no impact.
So he uses one example from a not shonen. What other examples do you have? And again, it happens in Demon Slayer.
Yes.
And what was this one?
I'm sick and tired of the entire scene sequences having no impact on the end result, and I absolutely
So I guess characters taking out fodder, I guess just to showcase their strength.
I don't know
what you mean by that. Because he showed that the people that found that guy aren't important and they're not going to have an impact on anything. And it's just a way for him to showcase his ability.
Nobody's listening to you, you cuck!
Well, we're trying to listen to him to get this argument, but he just moved on.
Suck my dick. That's my request to you.
No, there was no request on the table.
despise when everybody lived happily ever after following a catastrophic event.
They left the town, the entertainment district. There was no follow-up. Surely they'd be like, there was no like catastrophic, man, the people here need to rebuild or something. The sun was shining and they're smiling because they're like, they were like, we're all dying, and then she does her blood thing and they're on fire and they're like, no, he's on fire. There was a joke there as he's literally going, goodbye, my wives.
Also, as far as the catastrophic event thing, what catastrophic event happened in Demon Slayer where people did not live happily ever after the fact? There are definitely characters that die, but then people just keep on living and joking happily ever after. And at the end of the series, the people that mattered lived happily ever after, and then there was a time skip into the future where characters got reincarnated.
Potentially, maybe, question mark.
And even they got to live happily ever after. So what are you talking about?
It doesn't work like
thing during a museum visit. What is he doing? Yeah, I wonder how serious that moment even was.
being a catastrophic event. It doesn't work like that. Fighting cracked out, man-eating, superpowered bloodsuckers means that some people will die in the process.
Hi Zaldonic says, that was Magna and Luck versus Veto in the Marin Underwater Arch.
Oh. Yeah, we know what the arc was. We just don't know what his argument was.
Oh, yeah, that was my fault.
But yeah, back here with this death, people die thing. Yes, they do.
And then the characters live happily ever after.
40,000 people died in Naruto. You can't take that away. There was no Nagato to revive them. Neji is dead.
Neji is dead.
There was a happy ending, absolutely, but you can't say that there wasn't a happy... There was a happy enough ending in Naruto. Yeah. There was a happy enough ending in Demon Slayer.
Will die in the process, and thank God the Demon Slayer doesn't shy away from murking our beloved characters, because otherwise two things will happen. Firstly, lack of stakes will result in a lack of interest.
Stakes are not just death is coming.
Yep.
Stakes are anything that's adversity that raises the danger, whatever. A time bomb is stakes. If you do not do this in time, people die. That is stakes. If no person dies, it doesn't mean there was no stakes.
I wonder how he feels about Swamp Demon and Tanjiro going underwater and just going, oh, luckily this move works best underwater.
God damn, bro. This video is
I
horrible.
wonder how he feels about the stakes in that situation. I wonder how he feels about the stakes. Because again, like you said, not stakes aren't just people dying, but the stakes of I got my sword is broken, I can't breathe. Nezuko's up there, she's all kinds of trapped and she's knocked out. Oh, she unlocks her blood demon art, and I unlock my son breathing, and we're able to get out of this and almost kill this person.
I've said it before, but a person going away on a job in some love movie, some dramedy, whatever, and it's like, I'm going overseas, I'll never see you again, blah blah blah, and then a person rushing to the airport to try to stop them to profess their love. The stakes there are, will they get there in time before the plane takes off? Is that not stakes?
I got a job interview. It's 3:00. The bus comes at 3:10. I got to get ready. That's stakes right there. It's not simply death.
Always know.
Sports manga have stakes. Not many people die in sports manga, so what? Are you telling me that Ippo does not have stakes because people are not dying in it?
We met Rengoku once and then he died the next time he showed up.
The lack of interest, as you will always know that the heroes you like will live. And secondly,
who cares if that is the case? Because there are times where they do die in these stories.
But again, I wonder how much fear he had for a Tanjiro, Zenitsu, and Inosuke. I wonder how much fear he had about their deaths. Side characters can die all the time.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Itachi died. Beloved character.
Sure.
He's dead.
Nightfall says, the deaths in Demon Slayer feel like they come from a shallow mindset of character dying equals stakes and good.
Because we got Rengoku dying, which again, he did the big pretty and he died.
Yep. As he is wont to do.
And then they just got knocked off at the last arc. Mansion Man died. But again, we've seen a combined 3 chapters of him.
Who the f is Mansion Man?
The guy with the scars on his eyes.
Oh yeah, that guy, the head of the Demon Slayer board. You can't call him a beloved character. Come on. Isaiah, what are you doing? Say something. Thank you for the super chat.
You just said something in chat.
He's been talking all chat, and I was just like, I'm not gonna say Jesus Christ. We have been away for a while, so clearly you don't.
Like, what is that?
You clearly don't remember what is played there.
There's like, I made every video. Like, what is this? Yeah, this is a very bad argument.
Thank you for re-upping to the bums,
Has it
Jinx.
been 11 months? My goodness.
Yeah,
That is $11.
Less because it's 99 cents, sir.
villains will appear incompetent, boring, and inconsequential.
Again, you are using the worst examples. Everybody got a sword art online argument. My goodness. Talk about Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yes.
Talk about this is a good series with bad stuff in it.
I never felt like, oh my god, they're just going to survive, so why should I care in Yu Yu Hakusho? The villains never felt incompetent in Yu Yu Hakusho. They were scary motherfuckers.
Making the good guys feel underwhelming as a result. Look at Mugen Train arc. The whole Enmu situation might as well have been a prologue for Akaza's arrival and could have been replaced with Train's engine exploding with little to no changes to the plot. He literally didn't do anything to our squad other than tiring them out. A fucking conductor is better suited to be a Kizuki for getting a jump on Inosuke and almost fatally injuring the Sunbreather. Luckily, the show went back on track within minutes, and we got reminded that people are indeed mortal, as one Stripey Boy decided to open a pastry joint.
You mean after Inosuke, or this is before Inosuke moved his organs? And right after Rengoku says, use breathing to heal?
This is also after Zenitsu was just like, I'm poisoned. Good thing I can use breathing to slow down the poison. Oh, that was never established, show. Yes, somebody did die in this series. Are we going to talk about other shows where people don't die? Yes, you're going to bring up Fairy Tail. But my good, everybody...
And that's also not a shonen.
The low-hanging fruit of this is insane.
Yeah. People died in Death Note. The main antagonist of Death Note died.
Jiraiya died. If we're just talking about deaths. Oh, but he would bring up, look how long it took for him to die.
Of course it's a longer series. Of course it's going to take longer.
Oh, maybe that gives more time to be attached to this muff instead of just somebody rocking up, eating something, having a catchphrase, and then dying after showing fire breathing for the first time in the series.
Anime comrades might want to cover their sensory organs for the next 10 seconds. Out of all the named core members in the show, barely a few will survive the onslaught that was
irrelevant. Characters die.
Yes. Especially at the end.
Yukon dies. Saddest moments in Naruto.
Oh my goodness. He deserved it. Didn't he get brought back in the...
Probably.
I forget if he did or didn't. Oh no, I think Kabuto, he had like their jutsus and he was using them. Whatever. That was lame. But yes, people die. Are we going to talk about how they died in the curtain call? And again, does death automatically equal all caps better than other shonen?
Again, Neji died. He's dead. People in Bleach died. They're dead. Captains died.
Snake Man was literally yelling his backstory as he's getting murdered. We don't know that motherfucker.
Why should I care about that motherfucker?
Earthman talked about his backstory, the arc before he died.
Versus Slayer's conflict, and none will escape unscathed. It is very refreshing to see this kind of story unfold, since we viewers are unsure of what will happen next and how much more time we have with a specific character. In Naruto...
Again, after Rengoku dies, who dies?
Yeah, it's not till the end, basically.
Tengen, he gets retired, but again, that was essentially his introduction art, Sound Man.
Yeah, no, I was about to say...
MF Curio 4 says...
We
smoking that third Hokage pack. Rip Bozo, he is the worst Hokage.
No arguments there.
Oh yeah, he died.
Yeah, early.
Beloved character. They had a whole funeral for him.
And he had about the same amount of time as Rengoku.
So what's
the difference? And a big fight against a big, scary man.
What's literally the difference?
Again, used as an extreme example that everybody is aware of, in a span of 425 canon episodes, only 6 OG good Hidden Leaf characters died.
You are literally talking about it's longer, so it takes longer for characters to die. If you cut Naruto down to a 10th and those same 6 characters die, it would be less of an issue for you. It's a longer story. Of course, it's going to take longer for characters to die. How many people
Demon Slayer.
Before the end, how many people died in Demon Slayer of the Hashira, of the known Demon Slayer core? The Hashira essentially built to die.
Rengoku. And then they all dropped at the end.
He said of the Hidden Leaf Village. So we're not talking about people like Haku and Zabuza. We're just talking about the people in the village. Mm-hmm. They're all just meat for the grinder. He go in the grinder.
There is no sense of danger whatsoever.
But you just the third Hokage died in like the third arc.
How can there not be any sense of danger when you literally show people dying? Yes, Choji almost died, but Zenitsu was poisoned and he was recovered.
Turned into a spider and slowly brought back.
Are we not bringing that up?
And Inosuke moved his organs to avoid death.
Are we not? Literal, they were all poisoned in that arc. And then it was just like, well, my blood can burn away the poison. The argument is the exact same if you're talking about fake out deaths.
Someone early died, so it gives us a sense of characters can die. Third Hokage died, so it gives us a sense that, hey, characters in this series can die.
Zabuza and Haku, dead. Oh, heroes and villains can die.
So now what are we talking about? This is unbelievable.
Ares1 says, Third Hokage is best Hokage. He neglected a child, let an entire clan die, turned a blind to a slavery system among many other achievements, like common.
Yeah.
So slavery system, like, let's see where this goes.
There was a Gundam Kid show, Zambot 3, has child pilots in horrific situations that ends with most of the characters dead and it didn't pull anything. Yeah, but I never watched that, so it doesn't matter.
It's not like Naruto, y'all.
It disappeared after Sasuke's retrieval arc to the point where Neji's death was more annoying than sad. It's imperative to have the audience.
Okay, that's a whole different.
What about Azuma?
And people say Tobirama was the worst.
Well, he was. Oh no, they say he was. But the thing is, Asuma died in the sections between that. Super sad. Whole thing, ghost smoke thing, lighting a ghost blunt thing.
Victory. Demon Slayer Mark is gonna be something different.
Oh, that's not gonna
hit. That is gonna be a whole truck running into you, full face.
I can see Mark within 4 months starting My Hero, because the series is gonna end by the time he catches up to what he needs to catch up to.
Who is our beloved Donzo? You put R in quotes.
Sitting on the edge of the seat every once in a while. Of course, the main character in 99% of the shows will not die, not until the last episode or so, and it's totally normal. Tanjiro is going to defeat Muzan one way or another as per definition of the genre. And the sole question...
That's not the definition of the genre. That's just what you're attributing to Shonen series. And the Shonen audience. Many of the people in JoJo's did not win against their villains, and they died.
Genre. And the sole question is, who else will be left standing next to the MC after the dust settles?
Pause. And couldn't that argument also be said about Naruto?
Yes, absolutely. Because several characters died
throughout the series. And we can be left to wonder who's going to be left alive. Especially since, Neji dies in the final arc. Well, I guess we're knocking off at least side characters.
Hey, is Guy about to die?
To help our boys get to the final fight in One Piece, this series offers them a variety of activities and a power system that has some relevance to the real world.
This real world relevance bullshit is trash.
I don't care how sciencey a series is, as long as you explain it enough for me to understand the logic of your world.
Oh, breathing better makes you move better. Absolutely, sure. And then they breathe so hard that they blow up a whole jug. What? Yeah. Just like in real life. Well, if the bases are in real life, absolutely, sure, whatever. Does that make it better? And we're already going past it.
See, quite often we have some otherworldly abilities, cosmic resources like mana, or
the argument of chakra is essentially the argument of breathing techniques. It's just getting your chi in order through things like meditation and breathing. It just manifests in a way that is supernatural in these series.
Combination of
Internal
these two.
Logic and consistency is more important than realism. Absolutely.
But Batman! It can happen down the street!
These muffs and their realism are... I don't care about realism.
Do not care.
Especially when it's just like, well, there's a base of it. It's a grain of rice in this whole big old bowl. That's how much realism it is. But it's rice.
They built their house on a foundation of sand and went... The sand is the realism. Okay, but it's shifting and it could collapse your house today. But the realism.
It gives a lot of freedom to the creator, which sometimes leads to an outstanding result such as Nen, an intricate and versatile system from Hunter x Hunter. But Slayers are built different and rely only on themselves through training their bodies and learning how to properly breathe. Sounds a bit...
What's the difference between that and Nen? I mean, some of the strongest characters. I mean,
how is it better that they rely on themselves and train? Are you saying that like Hunter x Hunter characters don't train?
Demon Slayer changed his life. What's funny about Batman is, for the story to make any sense, Batman would need super strength and ungodly intelligence while assuming Gotham is somehow isolated from the world. Absolutely. Nen is very janky. Dragon Ball has more positives than Demon Slayer.
It meh until you see an entire lightning current coming out of a sword.
That's not true. That's not real. That's not an actual thing that's happening.
And slashing through whatever was unlucky enough to get in its path. Here's what makes Demon Slayer better than other shonens.
What could the argument?
Training.
Naruto had people complained about Naruto training arcs.
Irrelevant. This does training.
Bleach had training arcs.
I don't think it did.
Yu Yu Hakusho had training arcs.
We haven't heard
Isaiah
about it.
Avila says, I fell at work and busted my leg last week and it didn't get better by just breathing.
Well, you're not breathing hard enough.
Yeah,
You gotta
that's
breathe.
Clearly, you need to reevaluate your breathing technique if it's not working. Because it's clearly an end user
That's a
problem.
you problem.
Skill issue.
Training takes a significant amount of time and happens throughout the entirety of the show.
Unlike other shows.
Training happened for an episode and a half. And then here, an episode and a half,
And
maybe
then-
2 episodes.
And then like after the Mugen train, they were just like, we trained for a month.
Yep. And then half an episode to an episode and a half when the Hashira training comes out. We'll go as far as 3 episodes.
When Tanjiro learned how to breathe into the future, he was fighting that mannequin. That was like half an episode.
Okay. We're talking a collective 6 episodes. Let's just say a collective 18 chapters out of 200. Less than about 8% of the entire series.
And we know this dude has seen Naruto. So we got the tree stuff. Mm-hmm. We got learning the Rasengan. We got Sasuke learning the Chidori. We got the Rasen Shuriken. We got the Sage Mode training. We got all this stuff.
But now the argument can't be Naruto, so does he move it over to Bleach?
Yes.
Disgusting!
But Ichigo also does that. With the Bankai training, he goes into the I think it's called the Don Guy with the hyperbolic time chamber, where he trains a whole lot there.
But we don't get to see so much of the training. It's not enough of. Or he's gonna say it's only happened
Nightfall
like
says,
5.
The training in Demon Slayers fails to convey and show the training in any meaningful way. He just has plot armor.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they just get stronger and they breathe better.
I'm still surprised how everyone is just glossing over smelling this fruit.
It's fine. He can smell. Dude, they don't talk about smelling the threads. So they're already accepted that. What won't they accept?
All right, if they haven't used Black Clover by now, it's not coming.
Hollow Mask training as well. Forgot about that. They showed a lot of that training.
For example, Kamaboko Ganpachiro has spent 2 years grinding just to...
We see it for an episode and a half. I don't care about the amount of time you say it took.
One Piece, 2 years training. Now what?
Now what? Zoro's trained his whole life essentially. Now what?
We constantly see him doing push-ups and stuff on the ship. Now
what?
attempt to become a member of the Corps. Moreover, every time he went to recover from injuries...
Dude, literally Deku. We see him hovering over his chair just going, I gotta train my leg. He got the little squeezy thing on his hand as he's writing notes.
This
is nuts.
He is using pinpoint accurate examples when they suit his needs. Mm-hmm. And he's pulling from essentially 4 series to do so. And then just going up. Okay, he's probably just going to say it does. He should just say it does better than these shonen. as opposed to others. Because now you have to weigh it against
Master
the entirety of
says,
Shonen.
They show training, but they skip over so much of it and they never explain the stupid power system. Training is not a positive if you just yada yada over it without explanation.
He trained for 3 years. Okay, that means nothing to me. You saw 2 minutes of his training and now extrapolate that over the next 5 years. Yo, they train so much. Black Clover is constantly, we trained a year, we trained a month, we trained 6 months. It's been 2 years. Is that a positive now?
Show him Ippo and he's gonna himself inside out.
Show him any sports manga. Where they're just constantly doing the same over and over just to get a little better, a little faster, a little stronger.
I need to hear his unlike this show because he's pulling.
Will there even be one now? Full Metal Alchemist?
I haven't read enough Full Metal Alchemist.
Because he just knows how he did just do it now without needing to train.
Yu has a lot of training.
Moreover, every time he went to recover from injuries, he tried to expand whatever skills he got during the fight and learn new ones by taking on progressively more complicated gigs.
RS1 says, you smell quite far into the future.
It's so funny that Super Eye Patch Wolf's argument for Shonen was that it was about progression. So if you were to take that argument, you would have to understand that Shonen is about progression. Mm-hmm. It is about doing a thing, not being strong enough to whatever adversary.
To accomplish the goal.
Learning a new thing, mastering that thing, or getting better at using that thing, and then that not being enough, so learning a new thing, constantly growing with slightly harder challenges each time. How is this any different than Naruto? Any different?
Not exactly a shonen, but Air Master, once she beats somebody, she'll incorporate their moves as because she's very adept at seeing people and doing things. So there's like a lucha dude and he's hopping all around, and she'll just do that later.
Hi Zaldonix says, why didn't Tanjiro's master train him in total concentration breathing from the start?
Because he trained him wrong on purpose.
Training
as a joke.
Training arcs are not that hard. Just off-screen it and explain the training later. Hey, I trained for 2 years. This is what I did. All right, moving on.
He's acting like we see like 2-3 minutes of him running through a forest. And he's like, yep, that's good enough. Now he's a sun breather. He can just turn that on and off on wheel. Oh, I guess.
At first, he was breathing exclusively during the strikes. Then upgraded to breathing constantly, harder, and combining the different
techniques
together.
The Almighty Jew Hansen says, progression is legit the most basic form of storytelling that almost every story uses as a foundation.
I can't think of one that doesn't.
This is unbelievable. This is literally Naruto. He trained hard to walk. He basically did it only when he was walking up things, but now he's using it for his entire body during the Sasuke fight.
Please tell me an unlike this thing. Please.
At this point, it's not coming.
It can't.
Together. A very straightforward and logical progress, unlike some conveniently placed power-ups within a story that is based on random new spells.
Oh, he does switch because he knew for a fact he couldn't talk about Naruto. Because he knows Naruto does the exact same thing.
We see Asta training.
We literally see him.
He can't lift that sword without doing all those push-ups.
We see the thing.
We see his body and they're like he's jacked because he trains all day every day.
Adrian
and then they go 2 years training.
Breathe constantly.
And then he's training
Good job,
with
Tanjiro.
the sword to use it properly. Because he can't just swing it.
This is just a lie. Now, yes, there are convenient power-ups in these things.
Absolutely.
But you're ignoring that they do train for this stuff.
You can't be like, yo, convenient power-up, and then be like, yo, but sun breathing's fine.
That's just something he has in him.
Grand open and grand close it.
Whoever said Black Clover, hi, it was you. Oh, God, you were so right.
Appearing in one's floating book. The most interesting thing to me is the emphasis on working out their own bodies rather than...
That's Asta!
Holy crap.
That is Asta!
He is legitimately picking and choosing, and it is pissing me off. But you can't talk about Hunter x Hunter because they had a whole training arc that was the book world. I mean, the game world. You can't talk about Naruto because he got whole training arcs.
Can't talk about Bleach. Can't even talk about Black Clover. He just picked and chose what from Black Clover he could pick.
Who did it?
Than some imaginary vessel. There are weights, flexibility exercises, and cardio featured in the show, and the only other ones like...
Host says, what do you two think about this trope in anime where they make the protagonist powerless and then give them a power boost anyway?
I'm not a big fan.
Yeah, I would prefer something different. Like, Deku, just an example, just like if he had just been like, I want to be a hero, so I'm just going to use support gear. That'd be something. Not
if he was a Batman in a world of Supermans.
Can think of that do that are
and again,
my hero.
Is simply running. What did he just say?
The only ones I can think of that do that are.
The only other ones I can think of that do that are My Hero Aka and that gym scene from Hunter x Hunter.
Focusing on cardio is what he's talking about.
Asta does
working
that.
out.
Asta does that. What is he talking about? We see Rock Lee do it.
We see Naruto doing sit-ups. And you see, he has to narrow. Let's get that whole thing, because he has to narrow it down to such a small thing of we see them working out.
Interesting thing to me is the emphasis on working out their own bodies rather than some imaginary vessel. There are weights, flexibility exercises, and cardio featured in the show, and the only other ones I can think of that do that are My Hero Aka and that gym scene from Hunter x Hunter.
Let's talk about this. We got One Piece, because Zoro does that.
Yeah.
You say that we've established that Hunter x Hunter and My Hero Academia also does this. What makes it better in Demon Slayer? Because they also do it. Mm-hmm. Is it more believable? What is it about Demon Slayer that's better about this? If other things are also doing this, and we can't even talk about all the things that actually just do the working out, because there's so many of them. We Yu Yu Hakusho, where we see his training where he's doing the finger and he's doing upside down.
One True King says, MahisTV has mastered total concentration breathing, straw man style fifth form, cherry picking after a drought.
I was
just That's his one move.
I was just about to say that, Hungers. Dragon Ball.
We literally can't talk about that.
We see everybody at some point train their body.
We can't talk about part 1 of JoJo. We can't talk about part 2 of JoJo. We can't.
What are we supposed to do here?
We're supposed to cherry pick the things that make our point better. Like the minuscule points of not training and just being granted power in Black Clover.
Put it on a shirt. If we ever get murked, that cherry picking after a drought is gonna be one. Straw man breathing. Cherry picking after a drought.
Big props to Demon Slayer for depicting a balanced, realistic, slightly exaggerated training
Nightfall
routine.
says,
realistic, slightly exaggerated. I'm sorry I cut off your TTS. I will refund those points. Realistic, slightly exaggerated. Can they be the same?
This is unbelievable.
Lastly, we got to give credit to the Demon Daddy and his role in this fabulous tale.
Muzan is a point?
Yes, he does.
The villain Muzan does better than
other shonen, yeah.
Holy, what could this possibly be? What could he possibly say?
He's here from the beginning. He has an overarching role in the story. He's always in the background, so they're always afraid of him, so he's always a looming presence. There's a one centralized villain that they point to and just go, that guy. That's the argument.
He is an obvious end goal, no ifs, ands, or buts.
You know bums. You just know
Takes
bums.
one to know one.
What's so special about that, you ask? Well, when was the last time we had a final boss revealed within the first season or two?
This is not possible.
dabbing on him.
That's impossible.
Does that make it better that he appeared in the first season?
No.
Is it
Because
simply
I care
better
about
because of that?
what the villain does, their personality.
Yes.
I care about those things more than I know I can point to them and go, you're the one they have to beat.
Yes.
let alone in the first.
Shigaraki.
Oh.
Isaiah
whoops.
Avila says,
Oh, whoops.
all of them.
Oh, whoops. Oh, Shigaraki. Whoops.
Few episodes. Yes, quite often it's either a perpetual escalation of villains or leapfrogging between Shigi, All for One, Shigaraki again, then a fusion confusion. It can get pretty
But it's still Shiggy.
chaotic, especially with a long-running series.
No, it can't get chaotic. We beat this person, and then there's another person.
Father and the Homunculus in Full Metal Alchemist.
If Big Mom rocks up in East Blue, there's nothing we can do about
Yeah,
that.
everybody's dead.
Muzan has to be stupid to not kill Tanjiro and end the story here and now. He has to go, I'm afraid of this person and they're breathing in their earrings. So
Let me send some people.
I'm gonna say not even a moon. Just some people in the area.
However, Demon Slayer sets the bar early on and it helps us get a rough estimate of what we're up against. Think of it as a castle that we need to breach, except it's located way over there, surrounded by forest and with multiple watchtowers blocking our...
You say that he's the castle. He's the very top of the tippity top. What do we see about him that gives us that, oh, he's a big bad, he's big scary man? Almost nothing up until the end.
This is essentially an organization arc, but it's the entirety of the story as opposed to an arc. It's no different than something like the Akatsuki. It's no different than something like the captains. We know the big captain and the captains.
way. Right off the bat, there is no telling what kind of force is required to take over the castle. But the closer we get and the more challenges we overcome, the clearer the castle is. Demon Slayer
I don't care. You're not talking about his character. You're just talking about he's introduced early and there's never another bad guy behind him.
gives us a pretty...
Rancic from Power Rangers Time Force is the main villain from start to finish, but he's actually threatening and shows that he's a big deal. I don't have any...
Read up Rapunzel and Laura's in.
Yeah, look at that. What's that? Anime. Yeah. But again, he hasn't established why this is a good thing. because-
Ricardo!
Ooh. Oh, Ricardo's so good. But we don't know the strength of him. I just keep saying it. He's killing 5 rando demons. We don't know how strong these people are. So we have not got a good gauge of his strength. One of his underlings killed a Hashira. How strong is that Hashira? We don't know how strong he is.
Especially since Tanjiro and them is beating them. And they are ranked like 13 out of 20. And they don't seem even the slightest big. Oh, they're super strong people.
R. Ares1 says, so are we praising Muzan for being a wall?
Yes, being a wall, but early enough to see the wall. That's where the praise is.
But there's nothing other than the wall.
The Wall was a good movie, by the way. Or The Run.
solid hierarchy for the enemy forces.
Boston
And
Part
it does
5, JoJo.
I mean, Part 6, really, if you want to...
Yep, Poochie.
a solid hierarchy for the enemy forces. And it doesn't take a triple-digit IQ to figure out that Tanjiro
I mean, that's
Dio.
part... Yeah, I was about to say. Part 3,
Part
too.
1 and 3.
Not 7, not 8. So, like, half of JoJo's is like that.
and company
Rocked up pretty early, but we didn't know he was a villain.
Yeah.
will face progressively stronger opponents on their way to the big bad of the show. Is this a dumb move from Muzan's perspective? Of course it is, but we aren't watching Lulu taking on an entire world, so who other than me cares about how utterly stupid everyone is? Regardless, this...
We can forgive the stupidity
Holy crap.
because he comes really early, y'all. Cool.
Who other than me cares about the stupidity?
Cool.
So you realize that it's stupid that he's taking these actions. He's only threatening because he's allowing them to live. For what reason? We don't know.
By the way, y'all, that one person that voted for no,
They are getting cashed the out.
we're getting close to that 0 hour, y'all.
Straightforward formula has a few significant advantages. Number one is the power scaling. We get a pretty good idea of what the ceiling is, and we're not going to break it.
Based on what?
When do we get a pretty
When
good
did we get
idea what
that?
the ceiling is?
When did we get that?
We get introduced to sun breathing at the end of season 1.
So where did we get it?
And
Season 2, I think.
Beginning of season 2. What did train? Yeah, beginning of season 2 is after the train stuff. And we don't really know how strong Homeboy was. What's the ceiling?
We don't even know how strong Muzan is.
We don't know how strong Muzan is.
We don't know how strong the Hashira are when we first meet them. So we don't know the hierarchy of strength until we start exploring the strength of these characters.
It is a ladder of how strong these people are. Because you can go, Rengoku versus Akaza. Well, how strong is Rengoku? We haven't seen that. He's a Hashira, absolutely. But we've seen him take down a couple of no-name demons. So all we have at that point is a title. He is strong because he's a Hashira. Mm-hmm. We don't know how strong he is. We don't know if he's the 7th Hashira. We don't know if he's the number 2 Hashira. We don't know how strong he is in relation to that. But he's fighting Akaza. Akaza's, what is he, number 3 or 4? Doesn't really matter. I don't know. But
I think he's 3.
We don't know how strong he is because he's just got a number and a title. So we just have to go, these are two strong people fighting each other strongly. What are they doing different from weak people fighting each other weakly? Nah, nothing really. They're just swinging and punching.
Imagine going up to a street fight. Who should win there? If you don't know nothing about it. Imagine watching a boxing event. You don't pay attention to boxing. Who should win? Who's the stronger of all of the people here?
Here comes the Mac Daddy of Alcoy versus the Killer of Cambridge. You go, okay, we got these titles, but what does this mean? It means nothing. So once they start fighting, it's just like, I guess this is impressive.
Is Prime All Might the ceiling of My Hero? Well, how strong was Prime All Might? How strong was Prime All for One? Couldn't tell you.
We have a better idea because
we have a better idea.
With the normal, he was just like, it would have taken me 1 punch, and here it took me 100 punches.
Okay, but we have a better idea. But we don't know exactly how strong he was.
We don't know how strong he was in terms of like lifting strength, speed, and travel. Because
we don't know how weak the other heroes are in comparison to Prime All Might. Like, how much weaker is Endeavor to Prime All Might? Could Endeavor at that time have taken out a Nomu faster than that All Might? Would it have taken Endeavor 8 punches as opposed to 1 for All Might? Or would it have taken him 15? To say we know the hierarchy of power is nonsense unless we see the full strength of a character, of the main bad guy, as early as possible so we can go, this is their strength and we have to get there.
And then a comparable thing. Something like a really good example is Yu Yu Hakusho, where Toguro does the big hole and then Hiei does the big hole. He's just like, my hole's so little. That's like, okay, this is Toguro at like 70, and this is all that Hiei got. That's boom, boom.
And we know how strong Hiei is. So it's like, that's not going to work.
So showing power progression, it's a very difficult
There's
thing.
no cooking here.
There's no cooking. Because some like One Piece, even One Piece, it's like, here comes Whitebeard. Whitebeard is the strongest man of all time. And then he fights Giant Jack, who I believe is the giant's name. And then he just kind of gets pieced up. But then it's like, well, he was sick. It's like, okay, so how strong was he back
when
then?
He was strong.
It's very hard to be like, this is the ceiling.
Most have been waiting for Shanks because it's like, holy Shanks. He was Mihawk's rival. He's standing up to Whitebeard and all this stuff. And it's like, well, how strong is Stretch Shanks?
But now we have a pretty good example of Kid was able to fire a laser that harmed.
Spoilers!
Yeah, spoilers. Ooga. Ooga.
I have heard of Bastard Hungers, and it is in my list of manga to read. Sorry.
We saw the future site where he was going to take out a bunch of people with a single strike, and we see that Shanks is able to get to him, slice him before any of that even happens. So you go, all right.
It's John Giant.
Giant Jack is the beanstalk. I told you I get him confused. That's why I don't say the name. And he comes up so much. He comes up too much for just being some random Marine in Marine form. And I get corrected every time. I shouldn't be in his position.
By throwing entire galaxies at each other. Number 2, there is not going to be a Frieza situation when a new villain made the entire cast obsolete and required the asspullest of asspulls to even threaten his reign.
Like sun breathing?
Mm-hmm. Like the fact that, here comes Giyu, who's just stronger than Rui. Just easily stronger. Why didn't you kill...
Oh, the secret 11th form that I created?
Mm-hmm. You know that. Auga.
Alright, you can say Kimetsu had that moment with Akaza, except Rengoku wasn't at 100% and he was definitely not the strongest of the core members. On top of that...
Who was?
Stone Man, I guess.
It was said in the end of the first season that the upper rank members haven't been replaced in a long time, so it's reasonable to assume that...
Assume! So we don't know!
Making assumptions. Cool. We're making assumptions.
So we don't know the hierarchy of it, I guess, huh? Oh, like the sun mark. Like, the ghost coming and saying, breathe, Tanjiro, and wake up, Nezuko, Tanjiro's in trouble, you gotta help him. Like those that I don't think has ever been shown in the series after that moment. I don't think the ghosts ever came back. Why didn't the ghosts come back?
They might have.
R. Ares 1 says, assumption ding.
Our squad will have to come up with something new to defeat them as opposed to what we've been seeing up to this point. Demon Slayer indeed does many things better than other shonen, and even if I have a lot of complaints about its plot, shallow world building and thick as a brick boss villain, I give credit where credit is due and enjoy watching the show when my brain is on the power saving mode. It was Mahis, teasing Muzan
we are
into the
not
microphone.
going turn your brain off to enjoy. We are not doing this. This is not an argument. I would never.
I have a compression on it, Blaze, so it's harder to blow the mic out these days. Yeah, I could never just go, hey, turn your brain off to enjoy this series on my own. No, it's a really bad series, and I love it for its badness. And you can love it or hate it, I don't give a shit. I recommend it, though.
Check out Discord and Patreon in the description if you like. Otherwise, have a great whatever time of the day you have. Until next time, cheers.
This is Hall of Fame.
Oh,
This is one of the most disingenuous. He literally just brought up Dragon Ball to talk about the
you
villain,
can't turn your
but not
brain
the
off
train.
if it was never on.
Yeah, no.
It was never on.
It ain't even got a light bulb in that mug. Dude, did not bring up 19. How?
Cal, 10K.
Unbelievable. Y'all wrong.
So
Y'all
big,
got
bro.
that woo wop. That okey doke. Y'all thought.
Big thought.
Configuration updated successfully.
Yeah, we're off TTS now.
right.
Time to cool down. We have hit our 2 hours.
We have.
So it's what you want to do.
We can do questions. We can do T23.
All right.
Salad.
All right.
We can get the out.
Hi Zaldonix says, worst Demon Slayer video?
No. Yeah. You know what? It probably was. Honestly. It's hard to, because they all just kind of mush in my head. If we're not talking about, obviously, anime wins sins.
Mark We'll watch a little bit of that tier list. We'll do Mark. We'll do Goku T23. We'll do, what's his face?
Salad.
Salad Saiyan. Or we'll do questions. In the meantime, I'm going to go pee. Allow multiple votes so you can vote for multiple
Modding fucking
things.
sucks.
Who said we need to see the introduction of Saiyan Instinct Goku or something? It just blew by. We need to see the origin of Self Instinct Goku now. We got to do something with T23.
Yeah, legitimately, we need like a day to
just
comb through his.
Yeah, this is it's gonna be a chunky, wonky one. So, as far as the plans for future revisitors and stuff, right now we got that. I'm making my way through P3, so we're hopefully gonna get that done either next week or the week after that. We're trying to do Dragon Ball.
Nightfall says, I swear
July.
Demon Slayer does things to people.
Oh yeah, it's it actively makes you either ignore series that do the exact same thing or just lie. It's crazy. I wish you guys were around when Dragon Ball Super clickbait was going around. Yeah, I was back in them days. I remember that Trunks thing. It was something with Trunks when the whole Goku Black arc was going around. That was rough. We had a podcast at the time, and every week I would rant about Dragon Ball Super. Those boys are gone now, I think.
No, I think those are the new ones. The Specialized was early on naming, so I think it's the podcast and stuff. We'll do this for like 3 more minutes. Let's take that off.
The Tuesdays is not a fit. That was just like, we gotta do something just to get it out of our system and move on. We did a full salad. I think that we owe it to Goku T23.
Legitimately.
But then once we do that, they're gonna move on to just like, all right, Last of Us 21 now.
I can't see how.
It's impossible.
What is that man doing these days? Hold up.
He's doing his best.
Is he? What?
Oh, it is truly his demon time. What if Deku saved Dracula's wife?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Part 5? It's an hour video.
Everyone, he's awake. Izuku getting bum rushed by his fellow classmates, in which Araka leaps on his ass. Wonder if he's alright, and what happened to him starting to cheer up.
Is he drunk?
Family's gone.
Goku T23, you can't be. We expect a certain level of quality from you. You're letting us down.
Huh? Oh, you must be talking about your hot vampire.
Yo,
Dude.
y'all can never do Last of Us 21. Never. We will not allow it.
This is. Go. Can you do me a favor?
It depends on the favorite.
And
at
go
this
to
point.
his first video.
His first video
first
ever.
What If video.
Yeah.
Can you just do me a quick favor? Perfection? Oh, for what? For this? You tell me a thing that Mom said. He's just gargling into the mic.
Yeah, because somebody got killed. That's the blood. Their throat got cut. So, you know, it's cinema verite, sir. Oh, I could just go by. Right. They don't allow that sorting anymore.
I hate that they did that. It's the dumbest thing.
Oh, this man loves Deku. Person. I don't know how they identify. Oh, Jesus.
R. Ares1 says, I masterpiece these.
Masterpiece these.
What if Deku was Vegeta?
Okay. What if Asta was a Pillarman? That's the very first one he ever did.
Holy crap. I'm so afraid of this.
Blaze Writer says,
His mic is
this is
horrible
peak autism.
now.
Let's also see what's his most popular one.
Who? Betrothed to Midnight? He's an underage individual.
Are we really doing a Harley Quinn?
I'm bored. You're bored. Let's get this over with. All right. The bear to at least scare it off. Or run away.
Is this mic better?
Yes.
Okay.
Go to the. I want to hear the beginning of the Midnight one.
What are we doing? We're not here for this. I'm putting this on 1 point. I'm putting this on 2 actually.
I'm bored here, boy. Let's get this over with. Well, look who's here. New recruits. Well, let's fuck some shit up.
Holy crap! Go back. I want to hear it normal speed.
What? What are we doing?
I'm bored here, boy. Let's get this
I'm
over
just
with.
mesmerized by how slow he is.
Well, look who's here. New recruits. Well, let's fuck some shit up.
Why does he have so many
You
members?
sure about that kid, Toshi? It looks like he's very. Just wait. I'm sure he'll. I'm just saying is, I don't think he's really gonna make it in UA if he can't, use his quirk. I'm sure he'll display it soon. As this is when the 0.
He's already into it. And he's already talking about a doctor or an admin or something.
This is 1.5, right?
Yes. Oh yeah. No. 100%. Do you want me to go to 175?
Who is becoming a member for this?
Raka, blah, blah, blah. And what the hell was that? See? There'll be a...
Adrian Rusco says, how long until the abyss stares back?
Let's see the poll. Look at this.
Strained, but not so much that you can't continue on with the other tests. If anything, all my upon seeing this is... Wait, what? How did he...
He pauses so much.
And it looks like Salad Saiyan 1.
Unbelievable. Y'all, what is it
want
about
the-
salad
They
with y'all?
want the blandest cook possible.
Why are you
Neil
a
Arcadia
member?
says,
Don't give him money.
Acting it out is arguably worse than text-to-speech holy shit.
I would have gone train like, oh, what if Vegeta was always good? I need something insane. That's kind of nuts. Oh no, this looks nuts.
Why is it a Super Saiyan 4 Gohan?
Yeah, this looks a little nuts.
While Piccolo was still keeping up with his training.
You don't need 1.5. You need like 1.2. Actually, maybe slightly slower. Yeah, like 1.5.
He realized that he needs to be on Earth more. And last time, that worked out perfectly.
you're still too
All the stuff with Zamasu was a lot easier thanks to Piccolo's help. Even stranger considering he was fighting Piccolo Black. But what's gonna happen going forward?
What?
So everything that happens to Goku is happening to Piccolo instead, because Piccolo's the strongest.
Piccolo Black. Oh.
There is no cooking going on here.
Oh my
What was that about a bland cook?
Last of Us 21 would never.
I kind of want to see the Piccolo Black one, so we'll go back to part 5 of that.
Cook!
Okay, so part 5. What? What?
Why?
Yo. Oh, wait. He would still be evil because he didn't lose, maybe.
Go to the beginning.
God! God!
Let him
Stop.
Neo Arcadia says, "This is awesome. Finally a real storyteller. Salad Saiyan stories changed my life."
For the worst, surely.
Oh, man.
Who is this? Who are you? Because you aren't Salad Saiyan.
Does he have a different hairstyle there? You know, I don't care. I don't care.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to a brand new series. This one's kind of been a long time coming. With Piccolo having his potential unlocked in Superhero, people were wondering what would happen if it came earlier. So I started playing with that idea. Initially, the scenario was just supposed to be what if Piccolo had his potential unlocked early, and that still pretty much is the root of it. But it morphed into something else, something that I feel like will have much bigger effects. As you can tell by the title, this is a scenario where Piccolo actually becomes the strongest, remaining as such. And this isn't completely out of the ordinary. Back in the Cell Saga, Piccolo briefly was the strongest of our heroes after he fused with Kami. But this time, there's a few changes that make that more of a permanent thing. We'll be seeing how that affects the story in this brand new series, What If Piccolo Was the Strongest? We'll set a like goal of 4,500 likes. If we hit that, I'll continue this into a full story. Let's begin.
But
7K.
But if he didn't hit the likes goal, would he just cut it off?
Yeah, because clearly the people don't like it.
So where is this actually going to happen? There's a pretty simple explanation actually for where this begins. I would say this is going to happen in the Cell Saga. After merging with Nail on Namek, he knows of potential unlocking. And it's not like he could do it on Namek anyways, because by the time he gets there and learns of it after merging with Nail, it would be too late for him to make a wish to Porunga for obvious reasons. And there's also no way for Guru to do it either, because also obvious reasons. And there is that point where Guru is briefly on Earth, but that wouldn't be his main focus at that point. It would be kind of a weird place for him to unlock
One
it.
True King says, "ALX loves Salad Saiyan because he's like vaping after months of doing the meth of GOKUT23 and the heroin of LASTOFUS 21.
It's just a slight hit.
There's certainly a tier list with these what if makers.
But he keeps it in mind after the fact. And this explanation is perfectly sound because that's exactly why he went to Dende in the movie in the first place. It's just that this is going to happen earlier. And that's why
It
towards
almost
the end of
feels
the
like
saga,
character
when Trunks shows up,
assassination.
Piccolo decides he's going to go with his normal training. Wanting to work for his power for now,
That potential unlock was so trash.
just to see what he's capable of. But he will keep this in mind as a last resort.
But isn't he also ignoring the fact that the dragon threw in a little extra?
Yes.
Alongside Namekian fusion. Had he wanted to do this right away, I feel like he would have gone to Kami too at the same time. Deciding to fuse with him, which he didn't do in the main story, so I don't see him doing that here with power unlocking as well. So the Android saga starts pretty normally, and the first change is actually when Piccolo goes to the lookout to try and fuse with Kami. Kami declines at first, saying the Dragon Balls will become dormant. They might need them after all. And Piccolo asks if he can at least unlock his potential. He knows the Elder on Namek was able to do that, so shouldn't Kami be able to do the same? And Kami isn't even aware of that. It probably is within the scope of his abilities, he's definitely old enough for it, but he doesn't even know how to do so. He even tries to do it, but nothing comes of it. Piccolo's pretty agitated by this. He said they needed to defeat the android somehow. He could at least merge with him. Even the Saiyans can't overcome the androids, but surely a Super Namekian like them fusing would be able to do so. It's not like they could just go to Namek either. They've got no clue where it is just yet, and even if they did consult King Kai, Goku's not even awake to transport them there.
But the Dragon Balls are.
Yes.
The Dragon Balls exist. The Dragon
Balls always exist.
But he comes up with an idea. He knows a way to get exactly what he wants, and this might even force Kami to do what he wanted in the first place. He tells Kami he's gonna get the Dragon Balls on his own. He'll have Shenron unlock his potential. Surely, with a wish, he could do something like that. And Kami tells Piccolo to wait. Don't be so rash. But Piccolo already rockets off.
Why
And he
is
asks-
that rash, Kami? I want to get stronger by wishing. Wait, hold on. Don't, before you
Slow
start
that
cooking.
Both went the same direction.
Make haste. He wants this to happen as quickly as he can. He goes to Bulma and gets the Dragon Ball radar. She's a bit freaked out because they still don't know what Piccolo's capable of, but he assures he's doing this for the androids. It's not like she could stop him either. She just hopes things work out for the best. Kami's on the lookout, watching as Piccolo gathers the Dragon Balls. And at first he doesn't like the idea of it, but the more he thinks about it, he realizes this might actually work. And it might be even more.
Why is Piccolo the only person getting unlocked?
Yeah, why wouldn't it be like unlock the powers of? How about let's all go to the lookout, unlock the power of everybody here.
Can you do that? Sure. If the story says so.
Necessary than they thought. He feels a great evil looming about. He has for the past 4 years. With the Dragon Balls gathered.
But you didn't say anything, Kami!
He was gonna lead them to their own devices.
You ain't say anything, Silent Kami, and no reason why you didn't?
Shenron. It's only one wish and he hopes that Shenron can perform it. Even if Kami doesn't know how to do it, surely his dragon can do so. And he wonders, well, if he's doing this wish, maybe he should just do it for all the others too. Have Shenron unlock all their potentials. Okay. And he asks Shenron. And Shenron just says it's beyond his power.
Okay, there you go.
Well, mayhaps we should have let him cook.
It's the story that was needed.
It is always this. It's
JX, we put up the vote. People voted for salad. Blame them.
First of all, doing that for so many people at once, especially so many strong people, is not going to work out. And on second thought, Piccolo realizes this might not be the best idea.
Why? This whole is beyond my power bush. It's one of the worst things. It's just not going to work. What? So you can just do one. Why?
Remember that King Piccolo killed Shenron, so he should be scared of him, Lamau. We're ignoring that for the story.
Because it's not like they could even affect people unwillingly. At least not those stronger than him. The androids are a good example. He wasn't able to revert them back to normal, but he removed the bomb from them. Or, in a similar case, Porunga trying to bring Goku back. He couldn't bring Goku back against his will, and Goku actually had a say in it, not wanting to be brought back. Goku's not conscious, but he probably wouldn't want this handed to him. It might work nice for Gohan and Trunks, but his wish is kind of a loaded one too. Shenron says he need to make separate wishes for those, and he kind of wants to exclude Vegeta purposefully because he thinks that might be a bad idea. So if he did that with Trunks and not with Vegeta, that would definitely cause a lot of issues. So besides this
what
not
issues
even
would it cause if Trunks is vastly stronger? Vegeta would just be a little piss baby, but he's already a little piss baby. So just me. He had to just go, Gohan wouldn't work, Trunks wouldn't work, Vegeta wouldn't work, just me.
Who's left? Goku wouldn't want that. Don't worry about that.
He's already knocked out as well, so don't worry about that.
We're not worried about the human.
And we're not talking about this wolf Yamcha over here. That's a whole other thing.
So who's that? Oh, me?
Just me then.
Hey, process of elimination, y'all.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I tried. There's a good reason for everybody not to have this.
Shenron, it's also probably not a great idea. For other reasons as well. But Shenron says he will be capable of unlocking Piccolo's potential alone if he wants. This is a great plan. He's linked with Kami after all. If he were to die, the Dragon Balls would be gone regardless. And if he fused with Kami, the Dragon Balls would be gone too. So they might as well use the Dragon Balls to help Piccolo go stronger. If Piccolo's too weak to fight the androids, they're bound to disappear. And even if he does fuse with Kami and fight the androids then, they're gonna disappear anyways.
There is nothing going. How does he have this many people gravitating towards him? Okay, he's gonna unlock it. Where's the?
He unlocked it
anyways. And if they really needed extra Dragon Balls, they could find a new Guardian. But for now, this is more important. This way, they'll save Earth. And Piccolo's glad Kami's finally come around to his senses.
Oh, they're also gonna fuse?
If needed, I guess.
Kami says goodbye to Popo, and the two Namekians fuse.
Oh, they just fuse! Never mind. Never mind. Why when you fuse pre-unlocking your potential?
You've unlocked your potential, Piccolo.
The effect is far greater than any of them could have ever expected. Immediately after the fusion, Piccolo notices this unfathomable power. The weirdest part is, he's not transformed right now. He's not in his power awakened state. His
what state?
His power awakened state. He was granted that power and the knowledge about it also from the dragon.
Normal base form. It feels stronger than his form was that he just got. So if he were to transform into that, imagine.
Okay, so he did get a form from the dragon.
Yes. And how powerful it would be. Popo looks on with disbelief too.
What's the story at this point? Because if he
Cell's
was
about to get
almost
killed.
stronger than Cell, just fused, now What's the story?
Piccolo
He's
then powers
gonna
up his
beat
power
everybody up.
accidentally breaking part of the lookout off, with Piccolo quickly catching it with telekinesis and repairing it with his own magic. Popo is knocked on his back and looks up, seeing that Piccolo effortlessly just broke the lookout and then fixed it. Piccolo, Kami, or whoever this Namekian is, he apologizes. He's got to be more careful around reaches out from far away, grabbing Cell, then dragging him in as Piccolo then hits him with a punch from his other arm. Cell's neck breaks from this. Piccolo didn't realize how powerful he was now. He didn't mean to do that. But that's gonna make it even easier to finish him off.
Okay.
He grabs on his
He kills Cell and the androids. I'm trying to see
Tail
what's
spinning.
How do they the other people get stronger then?
They knew before. But still, call him Piccolo. Don't call him like Kamikolo or whatever. Eventually, Vegeta and Trunks exit the Room of Spirit and Time, finding out that their power's not actually needed. Oh, they still grew a lot stronger though, and Vegeta's confident. This new form beyond Super Saiyan, which he calls Super Vegeta, this will definitely be above where Piccolo is. And Trunks is confident too. This is gonna be great. Well, first of all, Piccolo had the power here to eradicate the androids. That's awesome. And not just that, but now he has this power to back himself up. And on top of that, just in case, he has a remote from Bulma to destroy the androids if he needs. And the blueprints do that too. So in case it does need tweaking, future Bulma could do the same. And he's obviously told about Cell as well. He'll train in preparation for him. Trunks thanks all of them and leaves. Although Goku...
What's the problem?
His Cell.
Want to go in the Room of Spirit and Time with Gohan. It might be a nice opportunity, and Piccolo actually suggested too. He knows the two of them can grow stronger.
What's the threats here?
He's gonna need someone to test his power out against after all. He was too much for the androids, but Vegeta steps in. He'll be the one to do that. Goku says they'll be out in a day. And after that, they can even go to Namek to get a new Guardian. Maybe that Dende guy would be a nice pick. You know, that kid Namek. Last time, we began exploring a scenario where Piccolo was the strongest. A wish from the Dragon Balls helped him win, growing stronger and defeating all the androids, including Cell. But with that great power, what's going to happen as a result of that? Surely with huge power like that, there's going to be some pretty big consequences. And we'll be seeing all that and more in this part 2 of What If Piccolo...
Okay, we're going to go to the beginning of each one.
Neo Arcadia says, Cell is gonna also have the little extra. Athens gotta be the twist.
I can see that.
Piccolo's height and power helps stop another threat on Earth, but also opens the door for Piccolo to do some sort of new training. Now with Piccolo going to train under the Supreme Kai, what kind of new powers is he going to unlock this way? And what's going to come as a result of it? We'll be seeing all that and more in this part 3 of What If Frieza was resurrected, and those on Earth were able to defend themselves.
Yep,
However,
that's
Piccolo's
all I
height
needed.
and power helps stop another threat on Earth, but also opens...
There's the cook I was
more than
waiting
enough
for.
strength to actually pull
The
it.
Z-Sword! The Z-Sword stinks!
Oh, but he's gonna get the Grand Kai power as well, so it's just gonna be even more.
So he's gonna get a double unlock?
Yeah.
And the
Maybe
craziest part
triple
is,
at this
he's able to start
point.
swinging it around immediately. He does see some pretty quick gains from it. Eventually, even being
How,
able to
for
swing it
what
just...
purpose? Surely he was stronger than some baby Gohan. What does the sword do? You can't be like he got stronger.
state. Although, at this point, he starts seeing diminishing gains. At some point, it's so easy to swing around that he's not really gaining too much from it. And unlike Goku or Gohan, Piccolo's a lot more careful with it, recognizing it as a sacred thing. He is part Kami after all. He understands the importance of preserving godly things like this. So, Elder Kai's not going to come out of the sword and do a ritual on Piccolo. He already has his own power awakened form anyways, even if it is different. But Elder Kai's remaining in there for now.
I don't know salad.
Looks like you don't know salad.
I don't know the cooks.
Because by the time Piccolo even does think to try and swing the Z-Sword...
That sword looks horrible. My God.
The perspective is all off.
Achin or whatever, he already feels like he's not growing enough from it anymore. But he still has other great training too. As an Namekian, he knows he's pretty adept with magic.
Why would you show a picture of him taking off his weighted clothes and then show the next image?
Can be pretty adept with it. He's seen what other Namekians are capable
Yeah,
of. And
there
he
is
does
a
have some of
fusion
his own
segment,
weird
and I'm
abilities.
curious about that.
Should we just jump to it?
Yeah, because he's gonna beat Frieza up.
Wait, what did that say? What
Why
are we
is
doing?
Vegeta Super
What are we
Saiyan
doing?
3?
No, let's.
So intensely for this, Trunks kind of picks up on it too. Goku is pretty much Goku. He's not going to stop training regardless. Even if Gohan and Goten might slack off a bit here and there, he's definitely not. And Goku actually pursues a different method. At some point, he decides to go to King Kai. It's been a while since he's seen him. Remember, Goku never died in the scenario against Cell. Outside of him seeing King Kai when he went to get Dende, the last time he saw King Kai was during the Saiyan Saga. That's when they last trained. So maybe he could try and revisit something like Kaioken again. You know, combining that with whatever current forms he has. He can tell there's a way to surpass Super Saiyan 2. But what about going a different route? That's why he goes to King Kai, beginning to train there again. Everyone on Earth continues life, not even knowing what Piccolo's doing. They know he's okay, but they just hope he visits eventually. It's been a while since they've seen him. But they know he's probably watching over. He wouldn't have just left if he's not going to watch over here. They know the vow he made to protect Earth. And they also know they can defend themselves too if any threats do occur. That is one of the points that Piccolo made too. He wanted to make sure everyone else was strong as well. But yeah, this means no godly forms for Goku or Vegeta yet. Although, these two and Gohan discover Super Saiyan 3, while also discovering the downsides of Super Saiyan 3. And that's exactly why Goku's pursuing a different method of training.
They just did. Oh, sometimes he got all the answers. Why don't they do unlock potential for everybody? Well, for these reasons, sir. How did they get Super Saiyan 3? Well, they did. by getting Super Saiyan 3.
He already has an amazing control on that, so what about maybe combining Kaioken with it? And Gohan actually follows Vegeta's path. He doesn't know Kaioken, and it's not like he's gonna go to King Kai to learn it. Maybe he can improve this form somehow too. There is a perfect test of power eventually. At some point, Shenron is summoned. They don't know who summoned him, but
Captain
they just
Hope
know
of the
he's
Cotton
summoned.
Candy Pirates says, "You have to turn on the fucking oven. It's not cooking you, donkey. Oots of raw."
It's just sitting there.
And now, we're in Resurrection F. How are they supposed to stack up against Frieza, though? Well, there's a few things that are working in their favor. Even though they haven't encountered any threats in a while, they've grown way stronger than they were in the last saga, even though it's not on the level of gods. So eventually, the Frieza Force shows up on Earth. There's 3 people there spearheading it: Goku, Gohan, and Vegeta, with Goten and Trunks fighting alongside them.
Okay, cool.
Flaws, but that doesn't mean it's a perfect form because it still is their strongest form, so it takes stamina to use. As for Goku, well, Kaioken has his own drawbacks, obviously, but Super Saiyan 2, he's perfectly fine with that. And even though the 3 are using different powers, they're kind of on equal footing. The completed Super Saiyan 3 that Vegeta and Gohan have is similar to the boost that Goku's getting with Kaioken on Super Saiyan 2. Since it's a higher boost than regular Super Saiyan 3, and Goku's not using Kaioken to an insanely high level, the 5 Saiyans all begin fighting Frieza. Goku knows this can't be a one-on-one, and Vegeta recognizes that too as much as he hates to say it. But for some reason, Goku's still not too concerned, and Vegeta doesn't really know why. But Gohan can kind of assume. And then it hits Vegeta. He knows why Kakarot's so confident, but he doubts that's gonna work, and he knows he's not gonna be involved with that. Golden Frieza is able to overpower
Fusion. And it's Goku and Gohan.
And Frieza is elated. And Goku looks at Vegeta. He asks him to hold off Frieza just for a little bit, distract him for a bit. Vegeta knows he's not going to be able to fight Frieza alone, but he can probably hold him off. If he summons all of his strength, he can at least buy them some time, giving Frieza a bluff. And Goku then looks at Gohan. He knows what he has in mind, doesn't he? Goku grabs onto Gohan and instant transmissions away, going over to where Krillin is. Vegeta briefly holds off Frieza, and Frieza loves this. He doesn't even pay attention to those other 2 kids there. He's just glad that he can best Vegeta once again. And Vegeta tells Frieza not to get too cocky. There's a reason he's fighting Frieza alone. There's a huge burst of energy nearby, and everyone senses a different power. Someone then teleports in once more. It looks like Goku, but also like Gohan. In his hand are 2
Jet Black J says, "No, not this bum. We don't want him. We want Mark."
The people didn't want Mark J. They wanted this. They voted. And instead we get this.
Just staple his hair. They don't match.
Legitimately did not even begin to try.
Don't try.
Legitimately.
You can't. The highlights.
You can see right here. It's clear he did a hard mask of it and then just did the opacity here because you can see the lines in it right here.
Oh my good dude. You can't just go in here's Gogeta and just put some hair on him. You can't, dude. T23 would never. Oh, he would.
He throws one at Vegeta and then eats one for himself. The man introduces himself as
This looks horrible.
Yo, this is bad, y'all. This is so bad, y'all.
Goku.
So his name is Goku. Goku. Kuhan.
Gokhan. Like Dokkan.
Goku and Gohan. Frieza doesn't get what happened. They fused? Well, yeah. While in Otherworld, Goku was able to learn some other techniques. King Kai already taught him everything that he could know. And while he was able to meet some other warriors in Otherworld, learning the same thing. Vegeta didn't really like the fusion dance, but Goku had to practice it with Gohan, just in case. And he knows this is a surefire way to defeat Frieza. immediately then powering up into Super Saiyan 3. And he sees a clear opening. Frieza's
Yo, that bang is horrible! It's so pixelated around the edges!
Yourself, you baby!
There's nothing to explain here. This is terrible.
Banned. Gone. Forever.
Piccolo's away. He's not here right now.
already lost a lot of energy. And with Gokan at full strength now, he can make this quick. He kind of needs to make this quick.
Dude.
Nobody's listening to you, you cunt!
That bang is killing me.
It is horrible. There's no cooking here.
One True King says, imagine Gohan's trauma as the fusion pours the memory of Goku clapping Chi-Chi's cheeks straight into his brain.
No.
Run out the fusion regardless of how good he is with it. There's still the Goku side who hasn't really mastered it just yet.
Suck
And to
my
make things even
dick. That's my request to you.
worse for Frieza, another power then surges nearby. Vegeta can't believe they did that stupid dance too. But Goten and Trunks have fused. Now is Gotenks also going into Super Saiyan 3, jumping in with Gokan. Vegeta doesn't stop fighting either. Frieza's facing less people now, but he's facing stronger fighters, and he can feel himself getting tired out. But Gokan tells everyone, one final push, that's all they need. Vegeta's power soars once more, same for Gotenks. Gotenks then creates some galactic donuts, throwing them around Frieza, and Frieza's able to break out of them pretty quickly, but it allows Vegeta to attack in the meantime, with him then creating the same thing, and the two continue binding Frieza, with a bunch of rings of energy surrounding him, as the two constantly barrage him with it. Gokan gets ready for his final attack. He charges a powerful Kamehameha, and just to put a little extra power into it, his aura flares up once more. The aura of Kaioken surrounds him. He knows he's gonna defuse after this attack anyways, so why not put his
Yo, that bang, yo, I swear to God.
full strength?
It should
just
not
to show
be
you
allowed.
This is a fused father and son Kamehameha, empowered by Super
Shut
Saiyan
up.
3
Neo
power.
Arcadia
It's launched
says,
directly at Frieza.
so what
He's able to
happened to
finally break
Piccolo?
free of the
He
Galactic
went
Donut,
away.
but it's
He's
already
looking
too
over
late.
Earth.
The beam hits him head on, with devastating power. Immediately after launching it, the fruits of Piccolo's godly training are beginning to show. But Piccolo notices how strong everyone else on Earth has grown too, especially the Saiyans. And finally, they're able to impress Beerus, allowing them to come to his planet, with him seeing the potential in them. Although at the end of the last part, an unexpected foe showed up.
It's
Who is this mysterious
legitimately
alien
just
imposter?
Goku.
It's
I mean,
enough
you
to bring a
probably
tear
already
to
know,
my
but
eyes. Finally,
let's discuss
Resurrection F, but
the
good.
Gowasu-ass zombie. Fixes the time
I
machine
just saw.
and lets Trunks know that Goku and Vegeta have ascended to the realm of gods. Trunks has no clue what that means. Does it have to do with that Beerus guy? Oh yeah, Trunks only knows the Supreme Kai, who did apparently die in Trunks' timeline, which means Beerus is dead too. That's his newest forms, Super Saiyan 3 and Super Saiyan 4. Trunks is left speechless. Not only is the power of this incredible, but the look of it too. It's completely intimidating. Both forms actually. Although it's definitely going to take some time for Trunks to learn this, but it's good for him to know about it and good for him to know that Gohan
We're gonna get Trunks Super Saiyan 4.
too. Glad to see how much he's grown since Trunks last saw him. Soon enough, the time machine is ready, with Goku, Vegeta, Trunks, and Gohan going along. Piccolo still hasn't returned and they wonder where he is, but apparently he said they can go when they want. Vegeta says they should just trust his judgment. Clearly Piccolo knows something they don't.
Why is he a guy
Besides,
now?
with those weird Kai abilities he has, he could probably just show up in this timeline without a time machine.
Dude,
When they arrive in the
go
future,
to
Piccolo
that
Black
image
immediately
right
left their
there.
Heading
This is pure. Holy, look at his eye. This is pure distilled salad Saiyan. The Gohan wank front and center, a recolor, and just Dragon Ball.
Dude, he's not even trying with this guy.
His eye is outrageous.
All right, we're gonna go to the last one just to see what
Once
How it
again,
ends.
Piccolo ascends to a brand new realm of power, being able to showcase it in the tournament.
He's Ultra Instinct.
Piccolo.
Oh my goodness! Of course he is.
And who is this? Is that Gohan?
Yes.
But it doesn't look.
It's Kaioken, Super
Goku
Saiyan
Vegeta are
4
still-
Gohan, potential
Once again,
unlocked.
Piccolo ascends to a brand new realm of power, being able to showcase it in the tournament of power. Goku and Vegeta are still trying to catch up, and they might have their own ways to do so. But what kind of path is Piccolo going to go down? We'll be seeing all that and more in this finale of
He
What If
did
Piccolo
not
sons
hit
of
his
planets on
last
the way.
goal.
Moro. He's doing all of it, dude.
Is he gonna beat Beerus?
It's clear that Beerus is outspeeding Piccolo.
I hate I hate that he replaced the reds with the glowy silver blue. I hate that.
Instinct Piccolo is. As the fight goes on, it becomes clear that Beerus is outspeeding Piccolo and overpowering him, but he can tell Piccolo is close to his level. This is the first time he's had an opponent like this, at least a mortal opponent, and it makes things so much more interesting. That power that Piccolo has, that desire to grow stronger, it impresses Beerus, and actually kind of makes him want to train more too. If he doesn't, Piccolo's definitely going to surpass him very soon. Beerus defeats Piccolo, landing the final blow that knocks him unconscious, but catches Piccolo midair, as he then hovers down to the ground.
Oh,
Piccolo
but he
wakes up
just
to see
does
bloody
the
and beaten
in
Beerus, smiling
Goku
down at
thing.
him. That was definitely some fight, and it's safe to say he's truly become Beerus' rival. The fact that Piccolo even got...
There you go. He's Beerus' rival. The end.
So strong, yo.
I just want to see what Goku T23 has been cooking, and then we're out of here.
He's so strong, yo. Oh.
How could y'all not want this? How could y'all not want these things?
I can't keep getting surprised by him.
How could y'all not want to see this instead? This is the act. This is the full cook. Y'all ordered an appetizer instead of the cook.
Welcome.
Born Vegito. Purple Super Saiyan 4.
Blue Super Saiyan 4, and he's apparently killing Champa.
I guess he's evil now? Yeah, he's the god of destruction and he's evil, it seems. He beat Beerus, he became the god of destruction, and now he's evil.
What if, you see that right there? What if Goku was born Super Saiyan 4 Part 7?
Mm-hmm.
Why are they also Super Saiyan 4s? A little bit more to the right.
Oh,
right.
oh, Jesus!
Why are they also Super Saiyan 4s?
What happened here?
Can we get a little...
Dark Days Mirror is the person that mirrors
Isaiah
BSP.
Avila says, we need a showdown between Salad and T23 to see who outbums who.
It's T23. A little what?
I just want to see.
No, what
I just want to see why they're all Super Saiyan 4s.
What if Goku was born as a Super Saiyan 4? How would this impact Dragon Ball Z Part 7? If you're not a subscriber, what are you? Goku was.
What?
What are you?
What? What?
It's fine. It's fine.
Ready for? Subscribe now and make sure you click that bell so you'll be the first to know about any new Dragon Ball Z discussion what if I make.
Hey everyone, it's me, Goku! Welcome back to this week's episode of Dragon Ball Z Discussion, where Goku T23
This
does
is
fight.
the whole. He done AI'd Goku's voice. Holy. It's a fake channel. Specifically designed to get a reaction.
Is he gonna start doing the voices for the characters now through AI? Instead of just saying and then he screamed and then having a screaming sound, he's actually gonna be able to AI it?
No. Go back to the AI voice. We gotta hear all of it.
Okay. Let's go normal speed then.
Hey everyone, it's me, Goku! Welcome back to this week's episode of Dragon Ball Z Discussion, where Goku T23 does his bi-daily what-ifs on Dragon Ball Z, and Dragon Ball Super.
Previously on What If Goku Was Born as a Super Saiyan.
It's okay to be confused.
He did not open his mouth at all for that.
We mentioned that Goku and everyone has now witnessed Hatchak and Baby's fusion as their power was off the...
Jesus Christ.
There's no... We're not going back to that one.
Out the gate. Here's what. Oh, welcome back. Why those two?
Isaiah, it's okay to be confused.
Oh, you stuck by not having that.
I didn't think we'd be doing Goku T23 today.
You should have known.
Yeah, it should just be a staple now.
That Tuffle could be this strong, as Hatchek and Baby has finally fused to become one. With that, Goku went and he charged right towards him as he began to attack them, but he saw none of his head could phase him, so he decided to go and use 100% of his power. Goku went and used his 100% of power and he began to attack Hatchek, but when Hatchek went and used 50% of his power, Goku couldn't stand a chance against him as he went and beat the shit out of Goku. The rest of the Saiyans managed to kill.
He is it's very like
why
play
is Broly
school
here?
Playground, like, and then he beat him up, and then he ran in for 50%, but he was 100%, and it's no storytelling with this gentleman.
He doesn't have the proper inflections for narration.
All the Tuffles that were there, but they saw that the Prince of all Saiyans was being overpowered by this Tuffle, so from there they came to aid Goku. Broly went and he transformed to a Super Saiyan for the first time, allowing him to push Tuffle away, and with that he began to beat the shit out of Hatchek until Hatchek went and used 100% of his power. Once when he did, he began to overpower Broly as he killed Goku's father and his mother, and seeing that got Goku to have a transformation, allowing him to transform to his Super Saiyan. Goku then went and he beat the shit out of Hatchek as he did his
Oh, okay. He's born as a Super Saiyan 4, so he's always a Super Saiyan 4. So this is just
a Super Saiyan
Super Saiyan 4. I have him at 1.15 times speed.
a chance against Goku's Super Saiyan power, and with that he killed him. Just when they thought that the war was done and there's no way to bring his family back, Goku got a voice from his head telling him to go to planet Earth since they got a set of Dragon Balls resting on that planet. What if Goku was born as a Super Saiyan 4? Part 7.
Why would you not AI that as well?
Goku has just spoken with King Kai as he told Goku about going towards a planet called Planet Earth and to use their Dragon Ball so they can wish for their loved ones back, and that he is impressed with how Goku is managing to survive and save the Saiyan race from evildoers. From there he gave Goku the coronation as Goku told one of the Saiyans to check out how far this
that aspect ratio is outrageous.
She's just floating in the sky.
I'm just wait. Who is this?
Right back, and with that they have left Planet Earth, making their way right back to Planet Saiyans. Once when they got to Planet Saiyans, they were all happy to see that the loved one was.
Hey, this music is too loud, sir.
Please turn it down.
Turn the music down, just enough, sir.
Why, Bubba?
As Bardock came and hugged Goku and told him that he couldn't believe that Goku was able to bring him back since they all told him that Goku was the one who went to Planet Earth. But
Yo, this is not real.
This is all fake and he's just waiting for somebody to call him out. That wide bomber is the key to it all.
Okay, that's Vegeta transforming for some reason.
Her and her father decided to leave Planet Earth just for a few years to come to Planet Vegeta as they bought a lot of capsules.
So there's a planet Saiyan and there's a planet Vegeta, and they're probably at war with each other.
But why would they just leave?
And from there, when they saw just how broken Planet Saiyan was,
yo, retake that, yo.
To go back to Planet Earth and use their Dragon Balls and wish for that planet to be as modified as Planet Earth. She came right back to Earth, and from there, she continued her research on Planet Saiyans, going back and forth, and as you know it, a few years has passed, and now she finally managed to go and create something called a blood swave machine, which will allow all the Saiyans to absorb exponential amount of blood swave, and from there they were able to
become... Adrian Rusco says, what if Bulma trained at 100 times gravity?
This is so loud.
With this, and then he's
transformed into his Super Saiyan 4, along with Raditz and Nappa.
Why is his skin different? His fur.
I don't know what I was expecting. that our channel is just linked to these 3 bastards now.
Legitimate, dude. It's crazy.
I hate that it is just...
Who would have known when we started this 1.5, 2 years ago, whatever it was, that we'd end up with this somehow? How did
Nami
we
the
get
Goat
here?
says, "Who is this cornball on my screen?"
Yo, this is hype. It's just blank face.
Was there anybody else as a Super Saiyan 4? This is awake now.
Do not miss this fight. Make sure to click the bell so you'll be the first when the next episode comes out. If you haven't joined my Discord server yet, what are you guys waiting for? Click the link in the description below and join it. And please subscribe to my boy Vegeta T23, helping get up to 10,000 subscribers.
Vegeta T23? What? What is this? What is this, Boa?
Please everyone, subscribe to Goku T23. Trust me, you won't regret it. And if you haven't already, please click the bell. That way, it's worth your time.
Okay, I'm going to see who Vegeta T...
Go back. To what?
To
I want that whole spiel about doing my Discord and stuff.
From that planet. What planet is that? About that, my lord. It's called Planet Saiyans. What? To find out what happened here, we hit the bell, fans.
Yo. I can't believe I cannot believe this, y'all. Yo, I'm legit crying, yo. Oh my god.
I don't care about that. Tell me, Whis, why am I sensing so much energy coming from that planet? What planet is that? About that, my lord. It's called Planet Saiyans. What?
Damn, bro. This video is horrible.
What?
Oh my goodness. This is the best YouTuber of all time. Oh my goodness. I cannot.
Banned. Gone forever.
Goku Tito, I cannot anymore. I cannot.
Yo, we might need to audible that Monday stream.
Holy crap.
Cause, oh my god.
He is, oh man.
Yeah, I can't go back to that again. We're just gonna hear.
Yeah, that's my request to you.
We're just gonna go through a spiel of the Discord. We're not going through that again. Oh man. Oh Jesus.
Find out what happens here with the bell, my Z fans, as we have Beerus the Destroyer waking up from his slumber, being disturbed by Goku's power level, and he's curious to check out who Goku is. Do not miss this fight. Make sure to click the bell so you'll be the first when the next episode comes out. If you haven't joined my Discord server yet, what are you guys waiting for? Click the link in the description below and join it. And please subscribe to my boy Vegeta T23, helping get up to 10,000 subscribers.
Please everyone, subscribe.
When did this come out?
4 weeks ago.
Why did he say 10,000 subscribers?
help his boy Vegeta T23 to get up to 10,000 subscribers. What?
T23.
Vegeta, this is Goku.
Oh, did he say that?
He said, subscribe to my boy Vegeta T23.
Did he?
Yes.
I couldn't.
Vegeta T23.
I don't think he said that.
What if Go?
I'm not listening to that.
I
again,
can't.
y'all.
I can't.
Beer the Destroyer waking up from his slumber, being disturbed by Goku's power level, and he's curious to check out who Goku is. To not miss this fight, make sure you click the bell so you'll be the first to know when the next episode comes out. If you haven't joined my Discord server yet, what are you guys waiting for? Click the link in the description below and join it, and please subscribe to my boy Vegeta T23, helping get up to 10,000 subscribers.
Please, everyone.
Vegeta T23. His channel is gone.
This isn't real.
His channel
it's all fake.
No longer exists.
What?
What?
Just one more time. I just need.
What?
I can't walk away without.
Okay, there he is.
Yeah. Oh. He just got a dead link.
Yeah.
Frieza is gone, and so is his father. Now, the Saiyan trio is on a mission to get stronger for the androids, warned by a mysterious young boy called...
Yo, you can't.
We can't. Vegeta Gohan T20. This is fake.
Gogeta T23.
This is all fake.
Oh, is that who all those people in the banner are? All the T23s?
It's fake.
Yeah, so they're all different.
We're discovering a rabbit hole of this fake ARG YouTuber. This is a rabbit hole. Why T23? I just need it one more time.
Yeah, what?
What?
Aries 1 says,
Find
the T23 clan.
what planet is that? How about that, my lord?
Normal speed. Back to normal.
What? It's called Planet Saiyans. What?
Alright, that's it.
There will never be another
Not
T23.
Not in this life or any other life.
There will also
Truly
be
the
no
GOAT.
cleverness
Neo
with the
Arcadia
shove
says,
off. I'm just hitting
this
the
man
button.
must have craves out his own niche monopoly.
Dude, I don't know what happened here. They're all together.
He's something else.
He's something different. It just hits differently. Oh, God. Oh, I'm sick.
What? What?
Up down, my lord. It's called Planet Saiyans. What?
What? What? What? Why?
There were so many options for him to do, and he chose wrong.
Oh, stop coming to these. Monday we got the DSP stream.
Yep.
It's probably gonna come like 4 or 5 p.m. Eastern.
Yep.
And it'll go until it goes.
Yep.
Tell them they can shove off.
What?
Yo, we're about to become a List Exist T23.
How?
We're out.
Nami the Goat says, So Salad Sunday are back.
Solid Sundays are not back. And I can't believe y'all are still asking for salad after witnessing a cook like this. Goku T23 is everything Salad wishes he was. And vice versa. Whew. I'm waiting on that.
Meme Spice says,